And we're back for our third time today. Appreciate everybody that's been with us since this morning when we did the NASCAR Cup qualifying. Then we went to the Truck Series race. Now we're here at the Xfinity Series race. The Raptor King of Tough 250. And we're ready to bring it to you live right here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're bringing the live audio broadcast from the FS1 broadcast, and we hope to see you guys for tomorrow's race as well at the NASCAR Cup Series. And we're here, so let's get to it. We're about the race about to start. Festivities, festivities. I can't even say the word. I've been talking too much today. We're gonna start here in about 12 minutes. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button. You know the drill by now. It's 100 likes or nothing. But last time we left you in the Xfinity Series race was a Monday night late, and most of y'all hung with me after the Daytona 500. We watched Austin Hill win his third time in the Daytona track there. So he is Mr. Daytona for sure. Can he win here in Atlanta? We'll see. He is on the outside pole with Jesse Love. So let's go take a look at the rundown. There's almost 100 already in here. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribing if you haven't already. So let's see if we're trying. I think we're so close to 9,200. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're 5 away. Are we close? Are we close? We're 2 away from 9,200. So man, oh man. So let's take a look. I got it all. I refreshed the computer. I refreshed the webcam. I turned everything off, let it sit for a second, and then I just started all over again. So you can't, if you're streaming, word of advice, you can't just stream all day. These computers need a break just like we do. Turn everything off, refresh everything, and I knew I needed a refresh when I couldn't get it back up on the uh, the raw feed here up on, so I had to refresh everything, so everything's good. We have new emojis as well in the chat with Morgan joining uh, our memberships. We got one more emoji, so we have an extra one there. So there are your emojis for members that you hear. So make sure you guys are using those. This is a driver-friendly, fan interactive chat. I try to talk to you as much as I can when you guys say stuff in here. I know how it is for a host to talk to you, and I know the intention you guys like. I like it too. So appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Almost 100 folks already in here. Hit that like button as we are ready for the NASCAR Xfinity Series with Jesse Love on the pole. Let's go through the Let's go through the starting lineup here. Jesse Love on the outside there is Austin Hill, the winner last week. John Hunter Nemechek, man, I had him winning last week, but he had some issues. Riley Herbst there in the 98. Parker Klingerman in the 48. Sam Meyer in the 1. AJ Allmendinger, the Dinger. Oh, I forgot to put the 16. Oh, well. I guess we'll reset the emojis if we have to. Thank you so much, Teresa Pittman, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Ryan Truex there. Mark Truex's brother. He came close to winning last week. Justin Allgaier, what a ride he went through and then finished in the top 10 was crazy. Allgaier there. Sheldon Creed in the 18 in 10th place. Cole Custer in 11th. Chandler Smith in 12th. SVG. Let me see my SVG fans in here. Any SVG fans? We have the 97 emoji for you guys if you want to use. I think that's the 97. I can't really read very well. I think that's the 97. But hey, what's King CJ? You're welcome in. Shit. Oh, one more to go to 9,200. One more. Who's it going to be? One more to 9,200. All right, so 14th spot is going to be Sammy Smith, Anthony Alfredo in 15th, Josh Williams in 16th, Kyle Weatherman in 17th, Brandon Jones in 18th, Haley Diggin. We'll see if she can last more than a couple laps. There's SVG dropping it. Galvin dropping that there. Let's see who else. Haley Deegan. Let's see if she can last a couple more laps. Ryan Sieg. Now Haley Deegan. We did her kind of dirty last week. We kind of trash talked her a lot that she doesn't deserve. But later after the race is over, I listened to what her pit crew, her spotter told her to stay high, and he ran her right into somebody. So let's see if she can do something here tonight. Deegan's second chance here. Ryan Sieg there at 20th, 21st, BJ McLeod, 22nd, Jeffrey Earnhardt, 9,200. Awesome, right over it. Thank you so much, guys. We are 799 away from 10K. Unbelievable. Jeremy Clements in 23rd, Parker Retzlaff in 24th, Jeb Burton in 25th, Kyle Sieg in 26th, CJ McLaughlin in 27th, Blaine Perkins in 28th, 29th, Dawson Cram, 30th, Brennan Poole, 31st, Nick Leitz. Garrett Smithley in 32nd. Joey Gase in 33rd. Ryan Ellis in 34th. Leland Honeyman, he won the truck race and today the Xfinity race, 35th. JJ Yaley in 36th. Patrick Emmerling in 37th, and Jordan Anderson in 38th. So there is your rundown for the Raptor King of Tough 250. Thanks for the subscribes. As we are going to be bringing this to you today, we'll be in the live audio. Hey, we get to see some cams today. We'll give you some cams on the in-car cameras. We'll see how many they have today. I think during the last race, they only had like 4, but we'll see if we can get some more in there. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in tonight. Make sure you're hitting that like button as we always are. Hello, race fans. What's up, Ratfink Ron? What's going on? Appreciate you being here. But just waiting on the in-race audio and the festivities of the pre-race ceremonies about to start for the Xfinity race. In the Xfinity race, when we have the national anthem, I want to see this chat filled up with USA in the chat for us. USA in the chat. So Blaine Perkins. John, what's going on? What's it, man? Pitch from my company. We can't show where they got the cars. All right, here we go.
Riley Herbst, 25 years old, and there he is with Josh.
Riley Herbst celebrating your 25th birthday today, so we got a little present for you, the Monster Energy themed cake.
25th birthday.
So how do you feel about your chances of finishing this before the race, but also winning the race?
I'm excited. We have a really fast Monster Energy car, and we're going to give this back to the beautiful girls, and we're going to save this for Victory Lane. So happy to have my birthday in beautiful Atlanta, so hopefully we can finish that with a win.
Thanks and good luck.
It's good to be 25 years old, isn't it?
I'm going to trade life with him for
No kidding. Time now for a little Stump the Max. All right, we can't trade with Stump.
All right. Just wanted to let you that interview right there. But we got about 5 more minutes before the broadcast starts, but I wanted to go on about 15 minutes early as always. Right after this, we're going to be doing basketball. Not sure if we're going to get into it before the start of the race, but we'll see how it goes. I suppose it end around 7. We might be able to get it done. But thank you guys for making all these streams today so much popular. We're almost at 10K there on that last stream. Let's take a look at the stats here. Almost 9,000 for the truck race, and then almost 6,000 for the qualifying. So not too bad. Almost over 180 subscribers today. Not too bad. 1 membership. Not too bad of a Saturday, I would say. So thank you guys for making it an awesome stream. I hope you guys are having fun with me today. Let me see again. Who was with me during the Xfinity series? Who was with me during the qualifying? Let me see in the chat. Say me. I want to see who's been with me all day. And if you've been here since the truck race, put me and truck. Or me and NASCAR or Cup. Me and Cup if you've been here since the qualifying. Me and truck if you've been here since the truck race. Let me see you. Let me see. Travis says me. Gavin says me. Noah says truck. Noah says me and Cup. Awesome. Just don't spam the chat there, Gavin. You know. Don't spam the chat. But thanks so much, guys. Bring that down there. Ernest says me, truck. Awesome. Good to see you guys keep on coming back. 11 minutes to count down to command. And we're going to get this Xfinity race on. Just waiting on the audio to come in. We'll bring it to you guys. Matthew says me, truck. Matthew says, awesome. Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Let's see. Just make sure we're good here. Perfect. Me, truck. Gregory says. Teresa says, U.S., Indiana. Join treasure hunt, Noah says. Krieger says, me, truck. Use Streamlabs. Streamlabs is what I use. Streamlabs. But thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for coming on in. Come on in. Let's have some fun today. Yeah, we're good. We good. Tomorrow we'll be doing the NASCAR race too. So if you guys want to make sure you're hanging out, we don't have the link for that one yet, but it'll be set up later tonight. And on lap 3, we're not going to forget this time. Lap 3, we're going to do the threes on lap 3. So hold me to that. If I forget, make sure you guys just do it. About 2 more minutes till the Xfinity race starts. But thanks for all the subscribes, guys. We're over 9,200. All right, so who's going to win this race? Let me see who you got. Let's see. I'm going to pick. All right, I picked him last week and he did not win. He had an unfortunate incident. I'm going with the 20. I'm going John Hunter Nemechek here. John Hunter Nemechek. You know what? I'm taking that back. I'm going Riley Herbst. 98. It's his birthday. I'm going 98 for the win. 98 for the win. Let me see who you guys got. I'm going for the 98 members. You can use these emojis as well. But let me see. Ernest is going 18 Creed. Let me see who you guys got. Hello, Glad and pissed off that I can't watch the damn race. Yeah, I know, Leonard. I know. But hey, at least you got here to watch us and hang out with us. Too bad Rowdy not going for the triple duty. He should. Gregory's is going 1. He's going Sam Meyer. The 15. Teresa's going 15. I'm just here to watch the ride. Awesome, Noah. So who's the 15? Hey, oh, Teresa's going Deegan for the win. That's okay. Cole Custer wants SVG inside the top 10. 7 more minutes till the countdown to command. What's up, Steven? Welcome in. Rowdy Bush says the 20. He's going John Hunter. He went after what I was going to pick. But hey, it's Riley Herbst's birthday. I'm going with him. You got to win on your birthday, right? That's he was strong in Daytona. RV Chuck is going Haley Deegan for the win tonight. We'll see what happens. There's Justin Allgaier. They're showing him. But if you guys would like to use the emojis during the race, they're 99 cents for become a member. And you get them for the whole month and it auto renews. If you don't like it, you can cancel at any time. But 99 cents gets you a list of emojis. And the more members we get, the more emojis we'll have. So, but those are the ones there. So they are in the pin message. You get to see who we have. Leonard says, congratulations to my boy Kyle Busch. Awesome freaking man. The Wheelman. Anybody else who have wrecked? How do you like me now? Not a good Griffin. Man, he almost wrecked after that 2. Was it 9? The 9. He blew a tire and he let off the gas. And Kyle like ran into the back of him, got swirly. Finally, thank goodness the 2 went high. Was it the 2? No, the 9 went high. And Kyle took the lead after that. So was it the 2 or the 9? I can't remember. Which one was the 2? I thought it was the 9. I can't remember. Where's the like button at? It is down there. Make sure you hit the like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes again on the stream. It's a big thumbs up, black button about this looking like. There's a 52 likes, so we're halfway to 100 already. Thank you guys. Hit that. Let's go Austin Hill. Kenneth Clark says. Keep hitting that like, guys. Let's go You got SVG for the win at Atlanta. Wouldn't that be something, Jimmy? But we have an emoji for him too as well. Here's Cole Custer right here. The Raptor King of Tough 250 here live at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And we'll be bringing it here just a second as we're about to go to the track. Let's go. Nope, not yet. Still a commercial. They'll be bringing it to you. Bringing the live audio of it. Super Speedway with flatter comes this one. Big change for SVG. Only 13th this time. Freed or SVG, Rebel says. I'm going Herps, the 98. It's his birthday. Got to go with him. He's starting in 4th. Only you'll go to the front. Chase is the GOAT. Y'all seen that Hooters car he's driving this weekend looks pretty good. I like it. Different color. I like that little red and black. But tomorrow we'll be doing the tomorrow we'll be doing the M Better Health 400. So make sure you guys are subscribing and hitting the notification bell. So I'll be having that stream up tonight sometime, and I'll have it ready for you in the morning. We'll go on live. I think it's at 2:30 or Central Time. So it might be 2:30. I don't know. I'll have to see. Can't believe SVG yet. Yeah, we'll see what happens. He got in a wreck. Underdog BJ McLeod. All right, here you go. Choo Choo saying BJ McLeod for the win. That'd be something. Put some money on that one. Dingleberry's laughing. Looking angry. Choo Choo, I hope you have money on that one because that would be the case. Thank you for all the subscribes today, guys. We started with 99,080 today. And here we are at 9,200. You would love if McLeod won. Let's see. All right, so we got our predictions in. Everybody's got their driver. We'll check in back around the second stage, start of the third stage. We'll check in to see if anybody changes their mind, especially if your driver gets kicked out. We'll check in the third stage. Other than that, guys, just subscribe. That's helps the channel tremendously. Become a member. Hit the like button. Sit here watching. That's the best. So, thank you guys. I would like it if SVG car flies off the track. Is that what he said? Dingleberry says. We don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. Does not anyone know when March Madness starts? I believe it's the 23rd. The 23rd, the weekend after St. Patrick's Day, the weekend after Bristol. So we'll probably be doing March Madness on that Friday and Saturday, depending on what Tennessee does. All right, here we go. Bringing you the audio of the Xfinity race.
For the field to change that notion. Only the strongest and most crafty come out unscathed and become the new standard on these drafting tracks. Next on FS1.
All the buzz about Austin Hill, and rightfully so. But what about his rookie teammate Jesse
Thank you,
Love
Lenny.
On the pole again?
Hey, Braves baseball soon, buddy.
In Hampton, Georgia. So let's play two. The trucks are done. And now it's time for NASCAR's Xfinity
Yes, I did.
Series
You have to go back and watch it. It was actually
2024 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So good to have you with us, everybody, with a couple of NASCAR champions in the booth, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski. I'm Adam Alexander. I'm just glad we're here. Brad has made it. And it's not raining.
Oh,
You've been our bad luck charm this year.
Every time I try to do a race, it rains. I'm 1 for 3 because I can promise you it will not rain today in Atlanta. Beautiful weather here.
We are happy that you are here with us. And let's go the draft talk, right? Because last week we're drafting in Daytona. We're doing it again today in Atlanta. What are the differences there?
I mean, it's quite a bit different. Atlanta is, I always say this track's very confused. It doesn't know if it wants to be a super speedway like Daytona or Talladega or a mile and a half like we're going to see in Vegas next week. This track, you want to draft, you're going to be wide open all the way around. It's a super speedway package when it comes to rules. But when you get to the corner, handling's going to come into play some. Cars are going to spread out a little bit more, looking for a little bit more clean air at certain times and try to tuck up down the straightaway. So it's really a mix between what you see. So the game is so different than what it was last weekend in Daytona.
No denying Austin Hill is the favorite. Who can beat him today, Brad?
I mean, besides Austin Hill beating himself, it's going to be really tough. I mean, if you just go by the stats, Adam, Austin Hill's already got this race won. But you know what? That's not how this race works. You can't race off of what you've done. You got to race off of what you're going to do. And he's got some really tough competition. And his teammate, who Jesse Love, on the pole, I mean, that's pretty amazing. Same equally prepared cars. He's going to be tough to beat.
He is a drafting demon talking about Austin Hill. We'll visit with him in a
foreign
moment.
car cameras.
First, let's go trackside and get the command.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports.
No prayer.
Please welcome the Vice President of Global Refinish at Exalta, Jim Muse. Hello, Atlanta. Drivers, start your engines!
He threw me off on the Hello Atlanta.
The engines have fired.
I guess no
It's
national
go
anthem because they already
time
did
in
it.
the ATL. The green flag in the air when
They did it
we
this
come
morning.
back in NASCAR's Xfinity Series.
I forgot it's the same crowd, so they're not gonna have him pray twice, and not gonna do the national anthem twice. We need horsepower. Well, they're gonna get up there pretty fast. They were doing about 180, 175. It was like 175 or something like that. But the Blues lost to the Red Wings. Oh, that sucks, Rob. What's up, dude? Welcome in. All right, guys, we do have mini games in the chat for you guys to play. Exclamation point points to find out how many points you have just by sitting here watching the race. And if you've been here for speed weeks and all that, you can bring up your own emojis, bring up your own drivers. Don't have any Xfinity drivers, but if you have some favorite NASCAR drivers, you can bring those up as well. But exclamation point, gamble those points, or gamble all will bring you those points. So have fun, guys. And then if you'd like to become a member, you can use these special emojis that we have for you guys tonight. There's Austin Hill, Jesse Love, Herps, Algier, Creed, SVG. I can't remember who that one is. I did 18 twice. I'll have to change that. I did the 18 twice, so let me change that one. Members, who do you want that I don't have? Who do you want that I don't have? I need to change the 18 twice. 15 got an in-car camera today. Yeah, Deacon's got an in-car camera, so we'll watch her a little bit. But we'll bring in the in-car cameras as well tonight. 20, 18, I have the 18 twice. So let's see. Who should we do? We'll do... What's Deegan's number? What's Deegan's number? What is it again? Deegan's 15. See if I can find it. Close. 15. Alright, here we go. There we go. We do have a 15 now. I'll have to refresh this. Members, you'll have to refresh your page to get the updated emojis. We have a Deegan emoji. Let's see here. 15. There's the 15.
Austin Hill wins the season opener at Daytona. Austin Hill wins once again. He goes back-to-back here in Atlanta. The Georgia drivers got the hat trick at the World Center of Racing. Austin Hill gets it done. Austin Hill, the man in the draft. So good.
Keep hitting that like button, y'all. We're trying to get to 100 likes. We're 30 away.
He's got momentum. This is his home track, and he's rolling from the front row today. Brad, let's talk to him.
Let's check in. How about it, Austin Hill, Brad Keselowski in the Fox booth, and that. Want to check in? You got us?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Great. Good to hear your voice, man. You're on a heater, bud. 3 wins in Daytona. Come back to one of your favorite tracks here in Atlanta. We just got to know, what's it going to take for you to get it done?
Well, that 2 car is pretty fast today, so I think that having my teammate up here is going to be, a big part of controlling this race. I'm hoping that him and I can kind of do like we did in Stage 1 there at Daytona with our Bennett Chevrolet, and we both stay out of all the carnage, get damaged, that type of stuff, and just keep us all out front all day, control the race. Not sure how this thing's going to drive. The
in-car
wind's
camera.
pretty hard.
Austin Hill.
So we got to be mindful of that, but we got a really fast Bennett Chevrolet here. It's as fast as Xfinity Internet, so like I said, if we stay up front all day, we stay in front of the carnage, we'll have a shot at here at the end when the pay window opens.
Absolutely, man. We've been putting on a heck of a show. We can't wait to watch you today. Good luck.
Yeah, Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Sounds to me like Austin Hill wants to control this race. Making his first front row start here at Atlanta is the driver from right here in Georgia, alongside, as he said, his teammate Jesse Love, undefeated on pole day in NASCAR's Xfinity Series. First driver ever to win poles in his first 2 starts. Let's talk to him, Joey.
All right, let's see if we can talk to Jesse Love. Jesse Love, Joey Logano up in the Fox booth. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, you 2 poles right off the bat. You're doing pretty good in qualifying. What's your game plan as you head off into turn 1 with your teammate there and learning this new track at Atlanta here for you?
I guess be aggressive as you are, right? We got to make sure we can maximize our stage points early and keep that track position. So I'm going to be really aggressive and try to stay up front. I think our car's the best out front. It's going to handle the best out front. So the wind's going to be whipping all day, and I know that my car is going to be getting clean air, so I'm going to try to keep that. And when we do lose our track position, just methodically get up front.
Absolutely. Cautiously aggressive is what we say sometimes. Good luck in there, man.
Thank you.
And now we look at our starting grid. We talk about those RCR drivers on the front row. Row 2, the birthday boy, Riley Herbst, with John Hunter Nemechek, who won here last July.
98,
I'll tell you what, I'm looking at row 3. Parker Kligerman had a great shot of winning this race last fall. Start next to Sam Mayer in 6th.
And you got Parker Kligerman there right next to him. Almost won this race here last year, along with Ryan Truex, AJ Allman.
200
I
likes.
think that's one that's going to be pretty strong. We've seen those colleague cars work well together on speedways.
Thanks for liking
Sheldon
the stream
Creed,
over there, Carol.
not in the
Appreciate
2 car.
that.
Remember that
on
this year.
Facebook.
This is the one that we're all struggling with. In the 18 car, those Gibbs cars are fast, and Justin Allgaier always in position at the end of these races.
Chandler Smith, Cole Custer with a lot of experience, running a lot of cup races before, a lot of speedway experience. Look for him to be up there as well.
Look at row 7. You got the rookie, Shane Van Gisbergen, impressive last week at Daytona, alongside last year's rookie, Sammy Smith, who already has a win under his belt, did it a season ago at Phoenix.
Oh, I love this row. Josh Williams, my man in Atlanta. Boy, he's got the great stories. This guy's hilarious.
Some of the
Great race car
15-1,
driver,
we'll
doesn't
see.
get enough credit. Start next to Anthony Alfredo, ready to make a breakthrough.
And then we got Brandon Jones and Kyle Weatherman. Brandon, obviously a great speedway racer. You can see him moving towards the front, but he's got to start in the back.
Yeah, got to drop to the rear. Row 10, couple of Fords. Haley Deegan, another one of our Rookie of the Year contenders, alongside the veteran, one of the 5 drivers entered from Georgia, Ryan Sieg. As you check out the rest of the starting lineup, we hear from our pit reporters. We start things off with Josh Sims. Good afternoon, Josh.
You know, if you're looking for someone to steal the show from the 21 of Austin Hill, look no further than the 48 of Parker Kligerman. Top 10 finishes in both Atlanta races last year. And as the guys in the booth said, he nearly won the March race last year if it weren't for contact with the 11 car coming to the checkers. Well, Parker told me he rewatched that race. He has an idea of what he would do different if put back in that scenario. Do not be surprised that the 48 comes away with his first win in the Xfinity Series later on today, Regan.
Well, Josh, Atlanta marks the 1-year anniversary of one of the craziest moves we've ever seen in the Xfinity Series. Josh Williams literally parked his car on the front stretch in the middle of the race. Think back to he had damage. NASCAR had
remember that, y'all?
put it in the garage. He put it right at the start-finish line.
And
what came from that? T-shirts for charity, all kinds of different things, and notoriety for Josh based on that move. Fast forward 1 year, Josh is now with Colleague Racing in what is an excellent opportunity for a driver that the team told me they believe
y'all remember
can win,
that?
and they love his humility and his humbleness as he's gotten into their race cars. Look for him today to go out there and try and park it in a different way, maybe with a checkered flag at the start-finish line.
How epic would it be 1 year later for him to go out and win
I would love it.
at Atlanta? But you said it. Colleague cars always really good here. Put a couple of cars in the top 10 both races a year ago. Williams rolling off from the 16th position. I guess if he were to win today, you would call it an upset, right? So let's look at some sleepers, some underdogs maybe that could deliver on the big stage. Jordan Anderson Racing, so impressive when it comes to the draft. The boss man is here, Jeff Burton, who's won at Talladega. And, of course, Parker Retzloff looking for his
Thanks
first
for all the
career
subscribes,
win.
guys.
They
Keep
got
it
it done, as we said, a season ago, and they were great last week at Daytona.
Absolutely. And I love Jordan Anderson. I love the way he brings so much passion to the racetrack.
Cheering on
His interviews
SVG,
are incredible.
Owen.
And listen, he's trying to do this the hard way. It's not easy to put 2 cars on the racetrack and doing it at the level he's doing it. And obviously, Speedway Racing presents an amazing opportunity for them that they've capitalized on before.
Yeah, you can bet when they go green, these 3 cars are going to drop the hammer. I'm looking at Parker Retzlaff and thinking, whoa, this guy, he is a superstar in the making. I think he's got a lot of raw speed, a lot of skill. And like you said, Joe, I really look at Jordan Anderson Racing, and that it's just a bootstrap effort. Those guys are just every week finding ways to make things work, and Daytona was a great example of that.
Get in our race analysis today. 163 laps, just over 250 miles. The stage breakdown, 40 and 40, and then an 83-lap run to end it. But fuel mileage going to be a big deal. A lot of teams saying they can make it all the way in that final stage, something we'll keep an eye on. And we touched on drivers who have to go to the rear. Some big names coming from the back. Brandon Jones, who we expect to do good things, top 10 last week at Daytona, driving for Junior Motorsports. You got Jeff Burton,
Austin Hill, Shack Attack,
and Ryan Ellis, making his 100th career start today, going to have to come from the back as well. Our Ford Performance onboard camera, that's Haley Deegan, running for Rookie of the Year. John Hunter Nemechek has our Toyota on board. Won this race last July, starting row 2. And on the front row, Bennett Transportation riding along with Austin Hill. Won in March last season. His 2 wins here. He's led almost 200 laps combined.
Lights still on the pace car.
He's got speed. And the discussion at some point today, no doubt, going to center around the 48 of Parker Kligerman. Let's hear what they're saying on the radio.
Pull your belts tight. Let's go to work here. We'll have a good night. All right?
Ford, thank you guys for the hard work. Big opportunity today. We know how close we've been here before and how good we are.
And it's a huge opportunity. And I tell you what, pull your belts tight. It's like the understatement
yes.
of the year. When you go into turn 1 here, and really into 3 the first time when you're full song, and you're in a pack. And don't forget, these guys didn't practice. The practice isn't a thing when you come to super speedways anymore. So you just hope the guys got it right. You know, you hope they put everything together just right, and you're not crashing into the racetrack and you're bottoming out or anything funky like that. So it's always a little nerve-wracking the first couple, just to see what your car is going to do, how it's going to handle, but not lose any track position. You can't afford to ease into it.
All right, so lights off the pace car. Pull those belts tight.
This
one last
one
time,
of the toughest tracks on the circuit,
and we're ready to go racing. Y'all have fun, cheer on your driver, have a good time, keep the chat clean.
Faster in the car.
But have a good time and hit that like button and subscribe. We're almost to 100 likes. 10 more likes so we get there before the green flag. Can you get 10 more likes before the green flag? Let me see those 10 real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go.
Let's listen in on the 21 team as we go green.
Fast race car today, obviously up front again, nice and smooth on pit road all day. I'm going to work in here for you guys. Let's just have a smooth day today. Everybody do their job, minimize mistakes, be there at the end when it matters. Thanks.
Teammates working together at the start. Jesse Love wins the pole, but goes outside. Are they going to do the okie dokie right from the beginning?
All right, here we go, y'all. Y'all have fun. It's time to boogity, boogity, boogity.
Here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Trying to control the field that way, or maybe they'll get nose to tail and start pushing. We'll see.
Pace cars on pit road. 250 miles from Atlanta
Motor
Motor
Let's go, 100
Speedway,
likes. Thank you guys. You did it. Appreciate it. Green flag. The 2 takes the lead.
Big push by Riley Herbst. Tried to get Jesse Love clear to the lead. Didn't quite work out there. Doesn't look like they're going to work together as teammates right at the start here, Joey.
We'll have to kind of wait and see how this goes here. You know, like I said, to go into this corner into turn 3, everyone's getting a feel for their car, what they're going to have. You see them kind of moving around. See that separation from the first row to the second row.
This is
that's everybody
Austin Hill's
car.
Looking back.
Handling.
Hold on.
And then they draft back up on the straightaway. This is what we're going to see most of the day.
Hold on a
the
second.
best cars can stay really close in the corners. The really, really good cars will be able to go 3 wide, maybe high later in the race.
You have to believe, as I look through the race film for this race, coming in the broadcast booth, the outside lane, Joey, kind of dominates this racetrack for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. You got to think it's just a matter of time, Joey, before it takes over here as we see Jesse Love in outside lane clearing for the lead.
All right, and he comes down in front of his teammate, trying to help pull him through. He wants his teammate behind him. That's what's going to be the safest thing for him. So you see him on the bottom trying to get
Love
that sniff.
Is the leader. The 2. Let me see those 2s in the chat.
Not able to make it happen at the moment, though.
Riley Herbst thought about dropping down in front of Hill from that outside lane. Black and green, number 98.
Thanks for that subscribe. Appreciate it.
And what's keeping this bottom lane alive, I believe, is you have a fast car on the bottom. Austin Hill, obviously fast, qualified up there.
MSCH, thanks for
no
that subscribe.
There's nobody there, Joe. I mean, look at the next car. Probably 4 lanes back there.
Josh Williams going in the wrong direction.
Oh, really checking up big back
Brennan
there.
Poole hangs on to it in the blue and white 44.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a big moment. Nice save by these drivers. Josh is still off the pace.
Looked like a little damage
So Josh Williams, ooh, he's loose.
Maybe he's got a flat tire.
Hold on to it.
Let's see what happened
Thank
on
you
the
for
replay
subscribing,
here.
guys.
Looks like they're going.
It looks like it's flat before he ever got in the
corner. Oh, we did it. Yeah, I forgot. Lap 3. Let's do
Maybe
it.
he got some contact before
3 laps.
that.
Let's go. Redeem Dale.
That caused it to go down.
On every lap 3, we honor Dale Sr.
earlier today too.
Redeem Dale.
But
thank you for reminding me.
Not the start he wants.
Let me see those 3s.
Yeah, here you can
3s in the chat, y'all. 3s in the chat.
And this is a huge penalty. Pit road.
Fill this chat with 3s. Come on, let me see it.
Is all the way back in turn 3. They got to come all the way around, change that tire. They're already coming around to put him down 1 lap now, and he's still in turn 3.
2 or 3 laps down here.
Yeah, this is going to be really costly. Hard to make this one
Spam
up.
this chat with 3s.
Down low.
He's by himself, but look at that separation. This is what I'm talking about, guys, how it's so different than Daytona, and handling comes into play.
Okay.
That's why there's separation in the pack. There's some good cars, some bad cars, and they're just all sorting it out right now.
Well, they're learning in real time how good their car is, Joe. You know, with limited practice here, these guys don't know when they drop the green what they've got. We've talked about that earlier before, and they're finding out in real time.
Justin Allgaier.
6 laps complete. Single
finds
file
himself
already.
outside the top 10 early.
Right now, the 8 is going to wreck. He is sideways.
The 8 is his teammate, Sammy Smith.
Sammy Smith loose.
And always a good way to kind of judge how cars handle, I think, is when you go into the corner and see if someone has to lift or slide up the racetrack. If they can't follow right in line and keep that slipstream, that draft, as close as they want to, that's when you know they're going to want to come in and work on this thing. But you got to wait till the end of the stage to do that.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest struggles here is these guys didn't get to practice, don't know a lot about their cars, and are really only going to get 2 pit stops here today. So 2 chances to work on. And oh, by the way, on those 2 pit stops, they need to be as fast as possible, because if you lose track position, it can really make your day tough.
Jesse Love leading from the pole. Riley Herbst is second. Then it's Sam Mayer. And 4 Toyotas from Gibbs, Truex, Nemechek, Smith, and Creed.
So much NASCAR was happening. All right, commercial break. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. My name is CeeLo on the go. CeeLo is the YouTube channel that you're on here in the chat. If you're watching on Facebook, we are streaming also on Facebook. It is on the go at CeeLo on Facebook. Make sure you go over there and give us a follow on the page, a share to your social media. If you're on Twitch and you're watching us, it's on the go at CeeLo, all one word. That is our Twitch that we're streaming on. On Twitter, it's at CLord16. We're over there as well. And if you're on any of those, I can watch the chat. So make sure you guys say hello in the chat and ask me questions, whatever you want to do. And then we're on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So those are our 4 platforms that we are streaming on. So make sure you guys say hi in the chat. Give those all a like and all that too as well. Over on Facebook, I can hear and see you. Joey Logano, Karen says. And then David Lee Lancaster says, yay, Joey, nice rug. So thanks so much for hanging out with us over on Facebook. Appreciate you watching over there. Just share the stream out, guys. And then like button and subscribe. That's the main important. Get us to 9,300 tonight. Let's see if we can get 75 more subscribers. But hello, Helen. What's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. We've had a good little run today. This is our 3rd stream, and we got 1 more coming up after this. So tomorrow we'll be doing the NASCAR Cup Series race, and ready to have some fun. So and we'll be showing some more in-car cameras if I can find some. There's only like 3. We'll go back and watch Haley Deegan here in a little bit. She is back. And then also, if you need to know where your driver is, let me know. I can scroll down or scroll up and let you see. So Deegan's back in 24th. Thank you so much, Judy Anna Bello, watching on Facebook over there. Thank you so much for liking the stream. Appreciate that. That helps out the algorithm as well, more than you know. And then Josh Williams is now in last place, 3 laps down with that issue he was having. So SVG in 16th. There he is in 16th.
Part 2 of our doubleheader. On a great day in Hampton, Georgia.
Thank you for the
Jesse
subscribe.
Love starts on the pole. We were uncertain. How is he going to handle it? Takes the outside lane, slides in front of his teammate, and he's led every lap. And check out the sun here. This has got to be tough for everybody.
Yeah, the sun is tough, and so is the handling on this car that's in front of us. Oh, Joey, you and I both took
Let's look at Haley Deegan
watching Ryan Tricks. Looked like he got pretty loose in 3 and 4, but woo, that was a moment.
He's definitely getting loose. You can kind of pinpoint some of the cars that aren't handling really well right now. The 98 of Riley Herbst is one that stands out to me. He's got pretty good air being second in line.
That's my pick, Herbst for the win.
And he's not
tonight.
able to stay as close to Jesse Love as I think he would want to at this case. So handling's coming in more
This is
and more.
Deegan's car. There's only 3 in-car cameras.
We're wanting to adjust on their stuff for sure.
We've seen a few drivers try that low lane. Now, Austin Hill was stuck down there. He was able to slide
thank you, Lisa, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. MVP.
Had a peak. Chandler
thank
Smith
you, Lisa. Appreciate that. You are now eligible for emojis,
just right, Adam, to get it
previews
to
on vlogs, and
right up into it.
a live stream.
You fall all the way to the back of the line.
Thanks for becoming a member.
We keep seeing that over and over again with this front
This
group.
is Deegan. We're running along with Haley Deegan at 15.
Better, like you said, when the sun goes down, handling is going to improve on these race cars, and you're going to be able to be a little bit bolder, a little more aggressive with the cars.
And it's really, I mean, it's a risk versus reward at this point. You look at how big the pack is, okay? If I'm third in line, I'm probably not willing to make the move to go down there and try to pick off one car, because the risk is I go all the way to the back of this single file pack that you see that's
right
maybe
now.
11, 12 cars deep. Maybe less than that even.
Front pack has moved away from those 3 in front of Deegan.
Group, well, heck, I got nothing to lose. I might try to pick 1 or 2 off and see what I can do and maybe learn something for later.
Sam Mayer third right now, Josh.
And you guys were talking about the fact that they did not get practice before this race. And Sam Mayer's spotter, Kevin Hamlin, has been coaching him through each and every turn, letting him know where the 19 is
Dinger
behind him, but also
Where's
letting him know where other cars
Dinger's
are
in
making
8th
lanes
place.
move, whether it's the bottom lane, and also mentioned that they watched the truck race earlier and said, watch out for that third lane. Some trucks were able to make that work, so keep an eye on that as things play out in this race for the one, guys.
And that's a solid point about the third lane. But there was also a few guys that hit the wall.
She's joking, buddy.
So, to my point, your car has to handle really well to make a bold move like that. And as the sun goes down, it's going to, you know, the grip will come in a little bit, the track will cool off a little bit, and maybe that comes into play more. But they're also dealing with a lot of wind here, too.
Go Dinger, Kenny says.
I always find it's the crew chiefs and the spotters that think it's a great idea to go to the third lane.
Oh,
it's
we lost a subscriber.
very seldom the drivers at this point of the race. But to your point, the third lane here at Atlanta, that's I think that's the sketchy lane. That's the lane where you can get in trouble really easily, especially off of turn 4. You know, it's a little bit rougher up there, and it's just no forgiveness. So if it gets clean, maybe they can get up there. I guess we'll find out here.
And they want you to make that move until you hit the wall, and then they go, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Yeah, what'd you do that for? There's still 21 laps left in the stage, Joey.
Jesse Love started on the pole last week at Daytona, led 34 laps, got a stage victory. Starts on the pole today. He's led our first 19. So who is this driver that's making his debut over
19
Richard
years
Childress
old?
Racing? 19
oh, my
years
God.
Old. From California, started racing as a youngster. And what he did a season ago in
He's 25 today, Link and Kim.
Ridiculous. 18 top
25
10s in
today.
20 starts. He won
It's his
half
birthday.
the races that earned him this opportunity, and so far,
He's gonna win.
So good for the Deuce.
You got to think he's one of the top prospects in NASCAR. You know, we talk about the
They're gonna be
Xfinity
one of the
Series,
outside,
making names and getting
but
drivers.
no
up to
one's
the top.
going with him. He's going
he's
back.
showing why he's worth that praise.
Absolutely. See Parker Kligerman trying to make this happen. Austin Hill, he's not patient either. He's trying to move his way forward, which is working for him, trying to pick off one at a time. He's going to try to sneak in this hole. It's going to close up. But it seems like his car is fast enough and handles good enough that look at the time he's able to gain.
Yep, he moved his lane right there.
Clean air. He's able to hold it more wide open. But if you can't get a hole back up,
he's got this traffic
Thank you
in
for
front
the
of
like
him,
on the
too. That's
stream
not
on
gonna help him.
Facebook, Teresa. Appreciate it.
Hill had fallen back as far as 8, racing for 3rd or 4th right now, and some lap traffic in the way. Regan?
Well, Adam, interesting on the 98 car. Riley Herbst running in 2nd place right now. We've wondered about Atlanta and how it's weathering, how it would affect the tires. Riley came on the radio just a moment ago, told his crew chief, Devin Restivo, I have no front tires left. Mind you, that's 21 laps into the race, and he's saying he has no front tires left. Interesting on the car already.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
how they will manage
no front tires already?
the latter portion of this race, because we felt like it's all about track position. You make that final pit stop into stage 2, you go the distance, but if tires are a factor, could change the thought process down on the pit lane. By the way, updating Josh Williams. He had the tire issue early, made the unscheduled pit stop. He's 3 laps down in 38th. Jesse Love, Riley Herbst, Sam Mayer, the top 3, side by side with 18 to go, stage 1.
All right, to the in-car camera, we'll bring during the commercial break, as we always do. Commercial break. As we're riding along with Austin Hill. Austin Hill, he's back in 11th spot with Allgaier. Look at that lap car he's going around there. The 35, who was that? 35 running pretty slow there. Who was it? Joey Gase. He's running 1 lap down in 36th. They just went around. But Austin Hill on that inside, trying to get on that outside line, though. No one's really helping him out there. So we only have 3 in-car cameras to play with during the Xfinity. I don't know why they don't put it in more cars, but SVG 2 seconds off the pace is okay. 16th. SVG is 16th. So thanks for all the love, guys, today. It's been a fun day. We're at 126 likes. Let's see if we get to 150. Where's Deegan? Deegan is in 23rd. 23rd spot for Deegan. There he is. But thank you for the new member. Appreciate that. You're welcome, Kenny. Anytime you guys need to know where your driver is, just let me know and I'll scroll and look for him. So tomorrow we'll be doing the NASCAR Cup Series race. Make sure you guys subscribe and notification bells. We'll have a stream up later on.
Jesse Love controlling this race. Riley Herbst right in his hip pocket. Love leading all 26 laps today. He led 34 last week in his debut. That was the most laps led by a driver in their first start since Kurt Busch when he led 70 back in 2006. That's pretty good company if you're Jesse Love.
I'd say that's great company, and he's looking like he's going to have an even bigger day than that. It's going to get interesting here, Joey.
Hill's heading to the front. Laps of this stage, he was on the inside. He wasn't any help.
Like Riley Herbst might be saving a little bit here for him, and maybe looking to make a last lap pass or so to win this stage.
I think everybody's kind of testing the waters and seeing what they have, seeing what their competitors have. You know, you see Austin Hill back there. He's wanting to get a little bit more closer to the front of this pack so he has a chance to win.
Went to Atlanta many times, but sure about the new style of racing. Oh, I like it. I'm a super speedway guy.
So far, so they keep trying to move their way up.
Hunter Nemechek's right behind him. That's why.
They keep giving it a shot. We've seen Parker Kligerman go for the bottom and kind of made it work out. Lucky.
Look at Nemechek right behind Austin Hill here.
Be patient for a while. Still 12 to go in the stage. You don't want to go too soon. But you also don't want to miss the opportunity and let that second lane get there before you're able to get down in front.
I think it's Austin Hill.
It's really interesting. The top 3 have pretty much stayed the same. Love, Herbst, and Mayer. Outside of that, from 4th on back, there's been a lot of give and take. And here's a name we've not mentioned. Cole Custer. He said they really planned
for
the race.
Bullpen look, Rebel X?
For qualifying, didn't want to be all the way trimmed out. Built it for handling. Qualified 11th. And he finds himself outside.
He is a good driver.
10, riding in the 16th right now.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise. I would have thought he'd have been one of the cars to beat
here today. 0-0? I thought I did.
We'll have to see if they can get an adjustment in this car and get it where he wants it to be.
Back
that's 97.
10,
where's the 0-0?
Oh, here's 0-0. 16 is A.J. Allmendinger. Allgaier behind him. Sheldon Creed in the 18. New ride going from RCR to Joe Gibbs Racing. That inside lane going from Joe Gibbs Racing to JRM. Sammy Smith in the 8 pulling him around.
So this pack has actually grown, Joey. When we went to break, it was 11 cars. Now it's 15.
Where's Jeff Earnhardt? He is in 16th
4 cars caught
in that Toyota.
But now we got a 5
crazy to see Earnhardt in a Toyota.
Back up. It's interesting to see how the dynamics are working here.
Yeah, as soon as they got too wide, it kind of broke apart a little bit. And if you're in that lead pack, you're like, go, baby, go. I want to get away from this pack as much as we can. So when we make the moves late in this stage, the risk isn't that bad, right? You afford to make a big run to try to make a pass.
Look out.
Might lose 1 or 2.
Herbst is all over.
Got a little dicey there into 1, didn't it?
I was nervous.
Yes. You see, they're all just trying to feel it out. It looked like Sam Mayer was right on the rear bumper of Riley Herbst, just kind of like, hey, just so you know, if I give you a push, maybe you can make a move here for me, bud.
81 out of line, Chandler Smith, second-year driver from Talking Rock, Georgia.
Austin Hill all over. Cole Custer, it looks like.
You see now that these two groups have filled back in.
There's
so fifth place. We
Sheldon
had a little
Creed.
separation there, right at about A.J. Allmendinger in the sixth place, and they've all kind of sprung back together.
And with 8 to go, business is going to pick up soon. It's going to start further back, and that second lane may start making some headway.
16.
But I totally expect the guys in front to be as patient as possible until you see about 3 to 2 to go. And that's going to really pick up business.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense right now if you're the second or third place guy to
you can't watch the race, Lisa.
Risk than reward. And you need
we
cars
can't
to go
show
with
the
you
race.
for
It
to work.
would
You're kind of like
be
almost
major
waiting
copyright
for,
because of a
somebody else back there
broadcast.
to come down there.
So just show the in-car cameras and let you listen to the audio. Do apologize though, Lisa, but thank you for becoming a member.
Right? Any Chevys, any Fords together, what's it look like when I make this move? Is it possible?
Lane, what's going on? Thank you so much.
Or, right, you're in your Riley Herbst position here. He's the lone Ford right there. If you make that move, you better get the lead and get up in front of Jesse Love, because if not, you're going to the very, very back of that pack.
This reminds me a little bit of Daytona a handful of years ago when you'd run that single file line outside, and there would always be a risk
the
taker
tickets are
that would
cheap,
go
and the
down there
infield
trying
is
to
cheap
island
as
hop,
well.
right? And typically,
it was Brad.
It was a Cup regular who didn't have as much to lose, and you needed those series regulars to come in line with you.
Continue to hit that like button and subscribe. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. Thank you for that subscribe.
This is a good chance right now. Show me what you got.
Trying to get to 9250 on the subscribe.
Through a field. Show me how you can play some offense.
What I see right there is Riley Herbst almost left the top open. That's the last thing you want to do is let someone slip you to the top.
5 to go, all single file. Who's going to win this?
To the back. I'll tell you who I'm impressed by in this group, guys, is Shane Van Gisbergen. He doesn't have hardly any experience in these cars, and he's running in the top 15. That's really impressive.
How about him stepping out there and saying that name?
I went for it.
Stage one, he jumps right in.
Yeah, I went for it.
87.
I didn't think I'd be able to do it, guys, but I did it.
Look at this. These are two drivers we felt like were going to be major candidates, and this race is a long way from over, but they both went down to the inside, got aggressive.
I don't think so.
Lost that track position.
I don't think they will, Link and
Austin
Kim.
Hill, 14th and 15th, and on the outside looking in when it comes to getting some stage points
with
here.
4 laps to go, it's going to be very hard for them to get stage points. Over 2.5 seconds back. We kept seeing Chandler Smith make moves. We saw Austin make moves, and they just didn't pay off.
And everybody's taking note of that. John Hunter Nemechek, he ain't scared, though. He's made quite a few runs to the very bottom, trying to make it work. Just, nope. And that's what happens when you got no friends down there. You're going to go all the way to the very back.
How about Nemechek on Monday? Runs the Daytona 500, finishes top 10, goes over to the Xfinity garage, hops in his Xfinity car, and finished top 10 there as well after being a lap down.
I was picking Hunter Nemechek during the 500.
He's having a week, isn't he?
All right,
Good
guys,
to
this
see
is
you,
where it
Lane.
picks
It's
up.
baseball
Stay up here in the
season.
front. This is where the moves are going to happen. Coming to 2 to go. When do you make the move? That's the question. When do you start to back up? If you're Riley Herbst, you start
Egan's
backing
in
up to the one
23rd.
of Sam Mayer, trying to get a run. At what point do you do that? You got to get past these lap cars first.
Yeah, these lap cars are going to make it really difficult. They're going to clear this one last lap car here, and then there's 2 quite a bit of ways ahead. Maybe they'll catch them on the last lap. I'm not quite sure.
2?
Dawson Cram here, you see getting past.
They're backing up. You
It's
can
the
see
98
Love's jumping
and the
out there a
1.
little bit. I'd love to hear the conversation right now on 2 radio, coaching up the rookie as we come to 1 lap to go in the stage.
1 lap to go in the stage here. No cautions. Does he make a move?
Jesse Love has led the first 39 laps. Can he finish the deal and win stage 1 from the pole?
Look at Parker
He's
Kligerman.
got no one there with him. Look for the run to come from the 98 down the back straightaway here. If he can get the push.
Here it comes.
Oh!
Sam Mayer out
Sam
of line
Mayer goes to the inside.
Drafting help from Parker Kligerman.
Does he
Final
have
lap,
enough to
first
get
stage
there?
at Atlanta.
That's going to give this
He
stage
does
to
not.
Jesse Love.
They're side by side, and they're not going to get there. Jesse Love back to the line, leads the first 40 laps, and wins the stage. That's 6 straight stage victories for Richard Childress Racing in the
See
draft.
those 2s in the chat if you're a
That's
Jesse
pretty
Love fan.
Pretty strong race cars. Great
2s
race
in
car
the
driver
chat.
doing his job.
In the second straight week that the rookie has been able to win stage 1. So Jesse Love wins it. Herbst is second. Mayer, Truex, Kligerman the top 5. We're off and rolling with the Xfinity cars here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
All right, so the first stage is over. Congratulations, Jesse Love, as we're under caution for the first time. You're chilling like a villain. That's right. That's what we're doing here, too. But thanks for all the like tonight. We're over 135 likes. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. And keep on hitting that subscribe. If you can't do anything but subscribe, that's our main thing. We're trying to get to 10K. March by 10K. The 10K March. Sorry, the 10K March is our new slogan on the channel. 10K March, as we're almost there. So Herbst in second. Sam Mayer tried to make a little move, but just not in time. Ryan Truex in fourth. Parker Kligerman in fifth. The Dinger in 16th is at 6 spots. Allgaier in 7th. Sheldon Creed 8th. Sieg in 9th. And Sammy Smith in 10th. So we'll see what happens here with pit stops coming up. SVG looking good. He's in the top 20, top 15. He's in 11th spot, holding his own. So good for him. But 390 of us here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Coming up after this, we're going to be doing some Tennessee basketball against Texas A&M live from Knoxville. If you like basketball, I do a great job calling that. I'm a big Tennessee Volunteers fan, so we'll be doing that after this. And then tomorrow, mid-afternoon, is the Am Better Health 400 from Atlanta. We'll be doing that as well. So I hope you guys, 2 o'clock, so 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock, so I'm wrong. So it's going to be 12:45, 12:30 start, 12:30 start tomorrow. So I thought it was an afternoon race, but it's not. Where's Haley? She was in 23rd last time I checked, Rowdy. But thanks for all the love, guys. As we're going to go back here to the commercials right now. We got Logano and Keselowski in the booth with for the Xfinity race. Me too, Laney. Cool old CeeLo got the best place to catch the NASCAR stuff. We try, have fun. So it's fun. We have a good time. We got a good NASCAR community created, and we have a Braves community. We have a Tennessee Volunteers created. Trying to get a hockey community is just not working. Tried NFL football. That doesn't work for us. The algorithm just doesn't like us for doing football, so that's over. But we decided to go all 4 platforms. We're streaming on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So that's our 4. 15th and 22nd. Kenneth Clark said he moved up to 1 spot then. She wasn't 23rd last time I checked. But thanks very much for the subscribes. Thanks for the likes. 10 away from 150. I heard Cadillac possibly taking the place of Chevrolet. That was a rumor I heard. Cadillac taking the place of the Chevrolet. Chilling with the villain, CeeLo. All right, going back here in a second. But cheers, guys. Cheers to you guys.
Stage 1 complete at Atlanta. Let's get pit stops, Josh.
I start with the 19 of Ryan Truex. He said that car started to build tight up top. Felt he was overworking those front tires as far as the one of Sam Mayer. He said the balance of that car is good. He said it was a little edgy in the corner, but he doesn't want to change anything. He wants
that is the word.
Driving. Regan?
Sam, what's going on our partner channel? What's going on,
through
dude?
the center of the corners, but also fighting loose on entry. The team is going to adjust for the tight in the center of the corners, meaning that the front tires aren't working as good as he wants. And the 2 of Jesse Love started off just a little bit free at the beginning of the race. That car transitioned
Thank you, Ricardo,
to getting
for that
too
subscribe.
tight at the
Appreciate
end.
it.
Crew Chief Danny Stockman is going to adjust on it to get ahead of when the nighttime comes and the track changes.
You pick pits based on how you qualified last week at Daytona. Jesse Love won the pole there. He's got the #1 pit stall, and he wins the race off of pit road.
There's our
Riley
partner
Herbst,
channel, Samuel B12, the
second in the
experience. He's
stage,
doing
lost a
NHL
few
hockey. If you guys like Toronto
there on the
Maple
pit
Leafs and
lane. Why
NHL
don't we
hockey,
dial
calls
up
it the best.
the
So make sure you
birthday
check out
boy?
my man, Samuel
Let's do
B12
that. I like that
experience.
idea. Riley Herbst, Brad Keselowski in the FS1 booth. You got a copy?
Oh, let's try the other channel here, Brad.
98.
Same here, and I haven't seen anything out of the bottom.
We'll give him a second to finish talking. Riley Herbst, Brad Keselowski up here in the FS1 booth.
So
You
I
got a
heard
copy?
too, Center Hill.
Well, we'll have
Maybe
to come
not.
back to another try. But he looks good. It's his birthday, so we're going to tell him happy birthday.
You want to sing to him since we can't
Maybe
interview
next
him?
time. Next time we'll sing to him.
I was going to let you have that one on your own. That's your debt for all the rain you've brought us this year, you know? Stage 2 coming up.
All right, stage 2 coming up. want to talk because we got a bunch of folks in here. Want to talk about our travel agent. She is a certified travel agent for Disney, cruises, everything. But if she will take care of you, make sure you check out Jennifer at Travel Depot. If you want to plan that next NASCAR trip to Daytona or Talladega or wherever, she will definitely take care of you. If you have a budget and you only can afford so much, she will take care of you. You can tell her how much you can afford and she'll set up a trip for you. If you want to get away to Disney, you want to go to the beach, you want to go anywhere, Jennifer at Travel Depot will take care of you. She is our travel agent and she is one of our partners on the channel. So make sure you check out Jennifer at Travel Depot. All right. Can't wait either. I missed the corner. Everybody give Sir CeeLo the big cool ups. Thank you, sir. Trying to get there. 7 more to 150. Pit stops. Pit stops. Kenneth, he was in here earlier. Rick, I traveled to referee. We'll definitely check her out. Awesome, Rick. Awesome. Yes. Tell her CeeLo sent you too, okay? What's up, Giants fan? Just popped in, give him a like button. Have a good stream. How's Rhino? I haven't seen him in a while. Is he still on vacation? I know he's been taking a break. Just waiting on the commercial break. Stage 2 starting up here pretty soon. CeeLo dropped you a note in our cord. Okay. I saw the message about the thing going on with you. Well, let me check it out. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll do that for you, bud. We'll do it, man. Yes, sir. Next commercial, we'll do it. Drivers and teams there, and when you have these draft races, you want to deliver the stage, but you never know when you're going to get caught up in an accident, and you need that to save your day. Absolutely. You know, that fresh food, okay? And that's good in our for tomorrow. Here we go.
Win the stage, I'm like, oh, now I can just go run the race, and if something bad happens, like, who cares? But you still want to win the race, don't get me wrong, but you don't leave there like, we have no points, no finish, we're in a bad spot for next week. So you're right, winning the stage or getting a lot of stage points, that's a big deal for a team.
Get something out of the day, right? Like, and that's why the stage points are so important. And you know, you saw the field there, pretty calm. You know, I really thought more runs would generate.
Comes SVG.
You know,
I don't know if this is an unscheduled pit stop or not.
Everyone's fairly calm. Not making crazy big moves there, and maybe it's because their cars aren't handling as good as they want to yet, and they're afraid to make those big moves as they go through the choose.
Keep on hitting that like button, y'all. Trying to get to 150 on the likes.
Down pit road.
We had penalties. Brennan Poole in the 44, the 9 of Brandon Jones. Josh Williams, as we know, he's several laps down. Shane Van Gisbergen is back in. He was not on my penalty list.
Oh, no.
Problem with something. That
SVG with a problem on the rear tire.
We had 3 rookies inside the top 15. He, Deegan, and obviously Jesse Love, who's been so strong.
Yeah, hard to say what they're working on back there on the left rear.
Almost looked like the battery box for a second, but I couldn't quite tell, Joey.
We'll get a report on that later.
Anthony Alfredo Garrett Smithley also getting penalties.
So a unscheduled pit stop for SVG. I'm sure he's not going to be 13th now
this weekend, and the weather helps that.
Let's take a look real quick at the in-car camera.
This is one
There's
of
only 3 of
of
them,
the year.
and this is for Austin Hill.
But the action here in Atlanta,
under caution.
Doubleheader today, of course the Cup race tomorrow. This is it's one of my favorite races, just to watch. That's why I like being up
Hill
here
back in 4th place.
Absolutely. Now this is where it gets a little bit more intense.
Here we go, green flag, y'all.
Here between this lovely couple. They seem happy.
They were
about
talking about
Austin
the
Hill.
choose.
Maybe so. Maybe that's what they're arguing about. And I know one thing: if you chose the bottom lane, you better
we
get
go.
after it.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
A whole bunch of Chevys at the front as we begin stage
Chevy,
2.
Chevy. 4 in a row. Here goes. Love gets another good jump.
Good pushes all the way through there to first 3-4 rows.
Justin Allgaier up in the mix. We talked about him earlier in the race. He was kind of mired back in that 10th place position, and now here he is. Looks like he's going to help clear for the lead.
Teammates working together. One is Sam Mayer pushing Sammy Smith. Bottom lane, they're right behind Parker Kligerman in the 48.
Parker's just got a little gap there. Do you think he's going to fill? Oh, no, he's going to keep charging on the bottom, Joey. See if he can't get this lead at the line.
Kligerman taking the lead.
Today, Jesse Love did not lead a lap. Give that one to Parker Kligerman.
Wow.
One thing that I think's interesting here.
We see those 48s in the chat, y'all. Any Kligerman fans in the chat?
Out of the same shop as the RCR cars, and he's got good pace. He might be one of the guys we talked about in the pre-race, but he might really legitimately be the guy to contend for Jesse Love.
Side by side, all the way back to 9th place.
And he definitely looked like obviously he's one of the most experienced drivers out here, but he's also got one of the best handling cars, it looks like. He's able to make a lot of things happen. But you're going to have to, the bottom lane's just going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get going if people keep bailing on it. And you see it, the bottom lane's already getting smaller. It's getting less cars in it. They're losing that energy. It's going to start moving backwards here in a little bit. You're going to want to find a hole quick.
Yeah, you're seeing the gaps grow. That's always the telltale sign that I think we look for as drivers. When the lane you're in, the gaps are getting bigger, that's bad news. You know that lane's about to die off.
And it's really all about the top 2 or 3 cars in that bottom lane. Those are the ones doing all the work. If they can stay close to you through the corner so you can get that push down the straightaway, you have a shot. But as soon as you get that gap, look at that gap from the bottom there at Parker. It's huge, right? And you can't compete when you don't have someone right behind you.
Regan?
Well, Adam, the 97 of Shane Van Gisbergen, we saw him come down pit road right before the green again. They made an adjustment to the left rear of his car based on not only what they learned from their teammate of Josh Williams, who's had 2 left rear problems now, but also what they saw on the tire when it came off during his pit stop. It was shined up. It had been rubbing the fender. They went ahead and tried to fix that now before it became a bigger issue.
Still on the lead lap is Van Gisbergen, but being scored back in the 28th position. There's the team car, Josh Williams, 38th. He's 8 laps down.
So that's interesting. What I really hear him saying is that he can practice these cars. They had a tire rub on the 11 car, caused a failure. They were very nervous about the 97. They wanted to give another shot. Make sure.
Love Allgaier now in second place.
Well.
I want to give a
Austin Hill in third.
Starts on the front row. Got stuck down in that bottom lane, drifted all the way back, right around 15th toward the end of the opening stage. Good pit work. Gets a restart in that outside lane, and here he is, third, doing the things we expect him to do at Atlanta.
I was going to say, are you surprised by that by any means? He was able to choose the third row on the outside. That whole third lane really moved forward, or the outside lane really moved forward on that restart. They all stuck together. Now you see him running 1, 2, 3.
Well, he did take 2 tires. The 21 car took 2 tires along with his teammate. Jesse Love in the 2.
Parker Kligerman took 2 tires.
Thank you for that
so did
subscribe.
Justin Allgaier and the 8 of Sammy Smith. So a handful of drivers that had that track position got 2 tires and trying to stay up front, control the race.
And controlling this race is everything. You get up front and able to control it. It seems like it's a little harder for people to take control from you. If you're smart and you protect the top lane, you're going to stay up there. You might get somebody that gets gutsy enough to go to the bottom and maybe pass you, but you're not going to go back many spots, maybe 1 or 2 at a time. Whereas Daytona, you make a bad move,
Austin Hill's looking
happens,
back.
Somebody slips you, you can go all the way back to 30.
Herbst, the 98 there.
A lot different here.
Nemechek out of line, and it doesn't look like it's going to pay dividends. Allmendinger going by, and the same for Sammy Smith. 15 of 40 laps
15
down.
laps of 40 here, stage 2.
Atlanta.
Jesse Love continues to lead.
Allgaier, Austin Hill, Riley Herbst, and Parker Kligerman. You got to have your shades on a sunny day in the ATL.
All right. Okay, guys, I have a favor to ask. One of our partner channels, he is so close to 10,000 subs. He was just in here. Samuel B12, The Experience. He is a hockey guy. If you guys are hockey fans, I promise you, you got to need to check this guy out. He gives away giveaways. He has his chat is amazing. He does the play-by-play for hockey so well, and he has taught me everything I know, and I owe him big time, and I want to see him get to 10K. We're both trying to push to 10K, but he deserves it more than I do. Make sure you go check out my man Samuel B12, The Experience. If you can go over there, someone drop his link in the chat. Can you go over there and subscribe to him? He is 60 subs away from 10K. 60. Let's get him to 10K. I have pushed people before to get to. I have pushed someone for 5K. I can get someone to 10K. We have a good crowd here tonight. Could you give us a subscribe to Samuel B12 The Experience? He's 60 away from 10,000 subscribers. He has a huge giveaway that he's going to be doing at 10K. Please go over there and subscribe to him. I ask you as a favor. I give you guys everything. That's the only thing that I ask. I ask for a lot, but we've had such a good day today. I really don't care about anything else. I want to get him the 10K. So thank you guys so much. There's 400 of us here. I'm sure 60 of you can go over there and subscribe to Samuel B12 The Experience. Someone put his link in the chat. You are the man. And if you're in the Toronto area, he's giving away 2 Leaf tickets. We hit 10K. So make sure you go over there and subscribe to Samuel B12 The Experience. As we're 58 laps in at 105 to go here, Jesse Love is dominating this race. And Al Geyer right there, Austin Hill. Thank you, Holden Man NZ, New Zealand. Thank you so much. And there's the link. Sam just dropped it. Go over there and subscribe to him. That would be awesome. All right, D. See you in a bit, bud. You're welcome, bud. I owe you so much, and that's all I could do for you. All right, so saw a bunch of people drop away, so maybe they're doing it. We'll see. Just joined Sam. Awesome. Thank you. Just subbed. Awesome.
Here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Oh, caution.
The 14 of JJ
Just subbed. Awesome.
going for a ride while we
You guys are amazing.
Let's take a look at this replay, Joey. What happens here?
Thank you.
You see JJ. He's getting pushed down the front straightaway. And what you're going to see is just, this is a little tricky area. He had to check up a little bit not to run into Jeff Burton. And then that just kind of gets things a little stacked up. And he just gets pushed around. Little slide does a good job at keeping it down. This is where you get nervous when you see someone sliding into one, is if they're going to come back up the racetrack.
So 14
and wipe out a bunch
having
of cars.
issues.
JJ, experienced driver, did a good job at holding the bottom while he's spinning.
14 not doing so well.
After that, he's going to need 4 tires.
See if
and
you
a
can see
change
it
of
right here. I'll
pants.
show you the Rex. Oh, yeah, look at him.
Let's get a look from
He
Haley
gets
D
spun.
to see her view of this.
91 right behind Yaley is Kyle Weatherman. Here's the onboard with Deegan.
Oh, was that Deegan that's... Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Seriously.
wow.
Oh, no,
Blind
he did.
two in the
Okay.
sun.
I was about to say.
Yeah, she went for the throttle. Now, you can go either way with that one.
You
It's
really
a tough
can.
call. Either
Spun
way,
right in
'cause you
front of
see
her.
that car, and you're like, should I throttle up and get past as quick as I can? Or do I slow down? And ended up not mattering because he stayed down there. Pit road's open here. Any takers?
Yes, who we got here? What's that AJ Allmendinger looks like?
This is interesting. You pit here.
There.
You kind of flip the stage. You're probably going to come back at the end of the stage and top off with fuel so you can make it to the end. But some drivers that we anticipate are going to be there at the end playing the strategy game with just over 10 to go in the stage.
Yeah, it's an interesting play here.
Thanks
It's
for
gonna
the like
shorten
on
up
this
your pit stop
Facebook,
on the
Matthew
next one as
Cooper.
well, so they're gonna
Appreciate
get
it.
some track position back, but they're going to be so far back, it's going to be hard to make up that much
Big
track
hello
position
from
with a
New
shorter pit
Zealand.
stop.
What's up, Steven C?
Josh? Yeah, and Sam Mayer coming in, and I talked to him earlier today. He told me the plan was to be aggressive in this race, so maybe that's why the plan to come in and top off. We know he's happy with the balance of this car, but they want to do what they can to give themselves an advantage, Regan.
16 of AJ Allmendinger had been complaining about it being a little bit too free on entry early in the race. This run, though, saying that it's already moving around with the rear, still feels free, has a little bit more lateral movement. That means the rear tires are sliding around more than he would like to right now, so they're going to go pit and make some adjustments to that car.
And I said,
Awesome.
10,
Thank you,
over
Rebel
10
X.
to go on the stage, you're at 20 to go. So, you know, with that much, it's a little bit more difficult to play the game and make anything out of it.
Probably go green here with 15 laps to go on the stage roughly. And I'm not a smart man, but that's going to be hard to get up to the front to win this stage for these guys.
Second caution of the day for J.J. Yaley. Inside of 20 to go.
JJ got loose in that turn.
Come back to Atlanta.
All right, so let's take a look at the back of the field, who's where and what's going on. Thank you for the subscribes, guys. Let's help get 1,002, huh? Jesse Love, Justin Allgaier, Austin Hill. Let's take a look back here. SVG had that tire issue. Now he's back in 24th. Let's see if he can work his way through the pack. There's your cars that are a lap down. And let's see here. There's Deegan at. There's Jeffrey Earnhardt in top 10. Look at that. Jeffrey Earnhardt in the top 10. All right. Your guys first. RV says 15 to the back. Loose wheel. Yeah. You picked a fine time to leave me, loose wheel. Romas are good cooking. Rick says, not sure he got loose or Jeb scrubbed the bumper. Either way, he did a great recovery. He did. He could have went back up into the wall, but he did not. So Jesse Love with a 9-second pit stop, 7-second pit stop for Justin Allgaier. I wish I'm gonna email NASCAR and say, hey, can you put a last pit column on your raw feed? I would love to have a last pit on the raw feed. Tom's. I guess that's all depending on where you're from. Thank you guys so much for the subs. We're 3 away from 9250. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Oh, it's okay, Tina. As we are on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube tonight, streaming on all 4 platforms. Thank you for the likes and the subs and everything. We appreciate you guys. Center Hill Card says that was a parody song we could always count on DW to sing when he had the chance. Exactly. That's why I brought it through there. Center Hill Cards. How's things up on the lake, Center Hill? Let's hear more of that singing, son.
Cautions have been a thing since we reconfigured this racetrack. Last 4 races here, since they upped the banking, narrowed the corners, we've averaged 9 cautions a race, 36 of them in the last 4 events. Today, working our first one for incident, and I'm gonna knock on wood because we don't want to have an outbreak.
Tennessee River.
Well, you know, chaos is about to ensue here. This guy here, he's already concerned.
That's Paul. That's Paul Wolf, guys. He's getting ready for the race tomorrow.
Joey's crew chief. He's studying film.
He's getting a quick nap in during caution.
All right, green light.
For the action.
Speeding
lights are off. Pace car Peshka. Thanks for that subscribe.
For the restart and teammates on the front row. This is like the start of the race. Jesse Love to the right of Austin Hill.
Braves 165.
Jesse Love keeps picking the top, and I'll give him credit. That's a smart move here. It's worked out for him every time.
I don't know why he would do anything different at this point, but I do like this bottom lane. I like this bottom lane more than any of them I've seen so far. Austin Hill, Parker Kligerman lining up 1-2 on the bottom.
Spencer Strider's got a curveball.
That's the best chance I've seen so far.
I wonder this. I know if you're Jesse Love and you're leading, you don't want cautions.
Can't wait to see that.
But he needs some restarts to educate himself on how to handle these situations, especially if he's leading late and we get a big restart.
And you've got to think that's going to happen. If you go back to that history,
all right, here we go.
We were coming back from commercial.
These cars dropping in. It's time to boogity.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
17 to go here in this stage. Jesse Love gets the lead.
The top lane's pushing good. It's probably going to get
That's
on
right,
the backstretch pretty well.
Don't worry about it.
You also see the bottom starting to tighten up as well.
No rules about locking bumpers here. You can't lock bumpers at Daytona and Talladega, but in the draft at Atlanta, it's okay. So you saw Allgaier locked up there.
Thank you for that.
Giving a big shove to Love.
92.50. Let's go to another
problem.
50.
3 wide over here.
Go
about 10th
Haley.
place.
That's
Dippy
the
Joe.
check car in the middle of the 20.
Not
gotta,
where you want to be at Atlanta.
I got a
3 wide.
redeem.
These
I got
cars
a
do every bit of
emoji
racetrack
for you.
can get. And when you have a car in your inside
Boys
car,
in the
you're outside,
booth.
there's not a lot of racetrack, Joey.
No, it's a pretty sketchy place to be. They figured it out pretty quickly and said, okay, I'm going to get out of this situation and then try to get a hole back in line and push that line forward.
And look who Nemechek is behind. 26 of Jeffrey Earnhardt, running a part-time schedule for Sam Hunt Racing. First of 4 that he will run this year.
Jeffrey Earnhardt,
make
top 10, man.
Daytona in August. He'll run Talladega and Bristol later this year as well.
Having a good run so far for sure with Jeffrey's car.
You see in front of him Parker Kligerman trying to make this bottom lane work still. But they're losing all their friends. Austin Hill, Parker Kligerman. I like that look. And you got John Hunter Nemechek. You got some of the best cars.
They took the dream down.
But that's just not enough. That's not enough cars to make it work.
Cole Custer, 00, defending champion, has found his way into the top 10. Scored 8th right now. And good news for him, he's one of the drivers in that outside lane trying to push his way to the front.
Yeah, Joey, these guys,
who was
if they
it?
don't find a spot here pretty soon, they're going to fall all the way back outside the top 15.
How
All the
about
way from
Custer?
the front row.
Pardon me, Joey. How about Custer, Josh?
Yeah, and you guys talked about Custer, who's been trying
even
to
know there
work
was
his
one
way
showing
into
it.
the top 10. Well, you see him running 7th right now. His big complaint was that car was tight early. They made some adjustments at the end of stage 1. He said it's better, but still pretty tight right now.
Started 11th today, 13th in the season opening race last week at Daytona.
You see Parker bails on Austin Hill there.
All right,
That
Lane.
just hurts the bottom lane even
We'll
more.
see you in a little while.
Right move, although Austin Hill probably doesn't think so.
Haley Deegan, 25th on board here. Van Gisbergen, a part of that mix.
Big checkup. We got
Great
cars
seeing
in the
you
wall,
too.
3 and 4.
We'll see you soon.
You hear them lift, and you see the cars up in front here.
Deegan
Up
left.
against the wall. We got
One on the wall from
slower.
Got somebody in the wall. Who is it?
He won the last time we came to Atlanta. No caution yet.
Got some pretty hard right side damage.
You see the sparks, you got to assume there's a flat tire.
More 32, you're clear bottom right there.
It all started when Parker Kligerman merged off of turn 2, the tight
Rowdy's not in this
top
race
lane.
now.
It all
12
kind of
laps
just
to go.
rubber
No
banded
caution
back
there as that
together
car got in
in
the
turn
wall.
3, and you're going to see kind of this accordion action here, and John Hunter Nemechek is going to get the worst of it.
Was running 15th.
You see him check up and
Huge
run
check up. Lots of bumps. It just
Bunch of cars.
shuffles them out.
Nemechek was in the wall.
7 wins
20.
last year for Nemechek. Made the championship 4 and has gone
Kenneth,
back
thanks
to
for
the
that
Cup Series.
subscribe. Appreciate it.
Great save by Kyle Weatherman behind him.
And he wanted to get down the pit road there, and he couldn't do it.
Get there. Not much you can do differently there if you're John Hunter Nemechek.
Yeah, that's
And it
bad
happens
luck.
that quick. You're riding around single file. Everything seems like it's pretty in control. Wham! Just one car's check up, and you can't see, and you're right on top of each other, and you're going 180 mile an hour. Things happen really quick.
Nemechek going to run that 20 car. First 5 races this year.
Ooh, that's the shake you don't want to see from the tire changer. So this thing's torn up. That's that face.
That
You know that
sucks.
look, Joey.
He's like, hey, you sure you want to go back out there?
Welcome in, everybody. Just coming in. Hit that like button for us. Trying to get to 200 likes. Subscribe if you like
9
NASCAR.
laps to go. Stage 2 this time by. Jesse Love has led 69 laps.
The Xfinity,
I don't
yes,
think he's
Tiana.
done leading. I think he's going to lead a lot more laps. This guy's really got it figured out. Fast cars.
Jesse
good
Love
driver.
here leading the track.
He's gotta
9
put
to
the
go
series on
here. Can he
notice
win
today,
both?
Yes, but he's got a different situation behind him this time. It was Riley Herbst coming to the end of the first stage. Now at 9 to go, you have a very experienced, really good
up, Tony?
drafter in Justin Allgaier behind him. It could play out a little differently this time.
You remember when Christopher Bell was a good young prospect? Last time a driver led over 100 laps in their first 2 starts. Bell, 2017. Jesse Love.
Thank
has
you,
now
Philip,
led
over there on
between last
Facebook.
week
Thank
and
you so
this
much.
week. So we can keep him on the list, no doubt. But
think so.
Allgaier is right there.
Now, I'll tell you who's not right here. Austin Hill. He was not able to get back in line. He fell all the way back to 12th position.
Oh, Austin Hill at
That
12.
just shows you how risky that inside line is. You know, like we talked to, he started the first car in the inside row. Lost 11 or 10 spots.
Oh, you missed him hitting the wall. Yeah, he was single file.
You think, boy, I got
everybody
the front
checked
row,
up.
It could work out really well. But one thing I like about Austin Hill is he goes for it. Look at, he's trying to go three wide to the top. He's trying to slip him. He's doing different things. It's an interesting place to make that move.
Ooh.
I think he's got the speed here. He's
side draft
a little
there
bit
off
better
that
than
car.
Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 26.
Austin Hill trying to move up through the field. He fell back to 12th. He's at 11.
Well.
7 to go.
This is a mile-and-a-half slide job. A little different than a dirt track slide job, but entering turn 3 there at 180 some mile an hour, you got to come fill that hole as fast as you can.
You hear
SVG
into the corner. Did you hear that? That's that
make
they
the
have.
best of
If
what's
you can
around.
get to the bottom
SVG was in the
and hold it
top
wide
10,
open,
but he
that's
had a
where you're gonna
loose
make all
wheel,
your distance up.
and he had to
But
come
if
in
you
and
don't get
pit,
up
so
down
it's
the
put him back
straightaway,
back in
Parker Kligerman,
20
another
something. But
car
he's
back
now the
there.
17th, so
They
he's
eat you up.
racing through the field here.
But Brad, 6 to go. You're back, outside the top 10 or right at the top 10. You're barely going to get points. You got to go. You got to give it a shot, but nobody's trying.
I'll tell you who's looking really good right now, AJ Allmendinger. Remember, he pitted.
The dinger.
Right at that stage, in between the stage here, with 20 laps to go on stage. And he drove all the way back up to 9th place. When we come back to pit road, he should have a big advantage here. He should be able
has
to
options to have
Dinger's in
a
ninth.
shorter pit stop.
Who
Maybe
likes
a
the
fuel-only
dinger?
opportunity,
I can't believe he's not
or
running
a quick
in
two
Cup.
tire and not have to wait on fuel.
He's very well positioned.
Hey, by the way, there have been a couple of penalties handed out. Kyle Sieg, Dawson Cram. The penalty was racing below that inside line, the double white and red line. That is out of bounds. Not significant when you talk about
dinger,
the
Kenny
drivers that have
says.
been penalized right here and where they're running. But keep that in mind late in this race. It's something we've seen called before. You have that out of bounds under this drafting situation to make sure no one's down there advancing their position.
Yes, and a lot of fans ask that question to me all the time. What tracks can you run under the line? And it's not here. Not Atlanta,
4 to go
not
here.
Daytona, Talladega. Everywhere else, no track limits.
It's a lot easier when it's a double yellow line. When it's two white lines and a red line, it's a whole lot harder to describe.
Confusing. They like to test us drivers' memories.
They test us in a lot of ways. Well, here we go. 3 to go. This is when it's going to start getting busy. Coming to 2 to go. You see in the back there, you see some moves starting to be made back there. You got some experienced drafters like we talked about. Allmendinger, Hill, Kligerman.
Justin Allgaier in second. You got to think that's where the move comes from, as we see a couple penalties being served as we talked. And John Hunter Nemechek back down pit road. Apparently he thought
How many subs did you gain today?
I should not be running this damaged car down.
Almost 200.
Let me see, where's the move happen
Let's
first?
see,
Right? Everyone's
20
building
more, I'll
this
have
up
200 subs today.
as they come to take the last lap. Where's the run going to come from? You got to back up from the leader. That's how you form a run. Is you got
We started
back up
at
to the car in front,
9,080.
behind you. Put a little gap in between you,
Thank you,
and
Noah.
the car ahead of you.
Yeah,
and when you
Kenny,
come off
thanks,
of turn
bud.
2, you let her rip. And you try to build a run, but it doesn't look like he's doing it.
No, he couldn't build a strong enough run there at the 7 car, Justin Allgaier. That's certainly the guy we're looking for. See some good side-by-side racing here with AJ Allmendinger.
Into 3, final time, stage 2. Love is out front. Allgaier's there, Herbst is there, but
Final lap
nobody
here.
making a move.
Jesse
Nothing
Love.
happened here.
I don't think they're strong enough to make a
Oh,
move.
nope,
Justin
he
Allgaier's
tried.
gonna take
but
a little peek low, but there's nothing there.
nothing
Right,
there. Allgaier looked, but there wasn't anything there.
Jesse Love gets out the broom.
So the twos, let me see
Sweeping
those
stage 1
twos.
and stage 2. He's led 78
Yeah, we need to do that.
laps
I'll work on
today.
that.
It's only the 6th time a driver has swept the first 2 stages on a drafting track. Kyle Larson went on to win at Daytona 2018. The only time the driver getting the sweep has been able to get the
You see
checkered
those
flag.
twos? Shannon Russell,
Final
what's up?
stage on the way from Atlanta.
All right, so third stage coming up here. Jesse Love has won both of them. So great day for the 2 car on the pole as well. Dominant here. So 2-7, 98 was my pick. Herbst to win this thing. Ryan Truex having a good day. He's in 4th. Sammy Smith in 5th. Chandler Smith in 6th. Cole Custer in 7th. Austin Dillon 8th. AJ Allmendinger in 9th. And Sheldon Creed in that 18 is in 10th. So I'm going to scroll up so you guys can see the rest of the field. SVG stayed there about 17th, so that's good for him. Earnhardt, Jeffrey Earnhardt moved out of the top 10. He's back to 12th. But here is your field. Couple cars lap down. BJ McLeod starts there. he'll get his lap back. He'll get on the lead lap, so that's good for BJ McLeod for the ones that predicted him to win. Poor John Hunter Nemechek. He hit the wall and not looking good again. So had another good car, but then mistakes happen. So, but thanks so much for hanging out here tonight, guys. Keep on hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 90 to 80. That'll be a total of 200 subs tonight for the day. We hope you guys hang out with us for tomorrow's race. We'll be here tomorrow for the Am Better Health 400 on the channel. We're bringing you the same way, live audio, stats, and all that good stuff. So hope to see you guys then. But 500 in the chat. We'll see if we can get to 200 likes. We're 15 away from 200. Get us to 200 likes really quick, and maybe we'll move on to 300. But in stage 3 now, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so stage 3, we always ask you guys, ask y'all, do you change your pick? Are you changing your pick to who's going to win? Other than like John Hunter Nemechek, who's out, are you picking who you pick to win the race in stage 3? Or I'm still going with Herps. It's his win. It's his birthday. He's in 3rd place. I have a feeling he's going to pull it off. Let me see. I think he can beat Jesse Love. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. But are you picking someone else to win this race? Rick's saying the 98. That's who I'm going with, the 98. Thanks for the like on Facebook. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys are following on Facebook. Give us a follow and a like on the stream as well. We're over 100 followers now, so make sure you do that. You'll never miss a stream, especially NASCAR. Hit that like button. That's right, Phil. All right, here we go. Back to it.
Player of the Year, Wooden Award winner, first team All-American, and now the all-time leading scorer in NCAA women's history takes to the court as 4th-ranked
Ellen's going
hosts
the 7.
Illinois in the Big Ten tomorrow. It all tips off 1 Eastern Time, 10 Pacific, FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Hawkeyes trying to bounce back, lost on the road at Indiana earlier this week.
Joey thinks it's the number.
22.
Oh, leave it to a NASCAR driver to make it all about the number. Pit stops underway as we wrap stage 2.
And for the 8 of Sammy Smith said he was just a touch free in 3. They're going to tighten him up. The 19 of Brian Truex said that car a little bit edgy, otherwise good with the bounce. Right sides for the 19, Regan.
The 7 of Justin Allgaier in 2nd place, just complaining about the dragginess of his car down the front stretch. Keep in mind, though, the wind is blowing down the front stretch, and the 2 of your leader, Jesse Love, no changes for him at all. He loves his car, told the team that we are good, just wants a good stop.
All right, so, members, I added a new emoji. I got rid of John Hunter.
I told you so.
And now you'll have to refresh. Thanks for that like on Facebook as well.
Was in position to take control of the race, and boy, did he ever.
Plus,
he's come out in the lead.
Fuel only, because they made that pit stop under that last
Allmendinger, I just got a new emoji.
Pit road here
it is. The Dinger. Oh, I got 98 in there too. The Dinger. Fuel only.
I love you guys.
Jesse Love comes off 4th.
Yeah, let's dial him up. Jesse Love, Joey Logano in the Fox booth again. You got me?
I got you.
Dude, you just been out there leading 81 of 83 laps.
Thank you for sharing out, Pamela. Thank you so much.
You're doing a great job at maintaining the lead in those intense moments towards the ends of the stages. But now you've lost control of the race. You've got a couple cars in front of you. Now what do you do?
I guess it was back out front. When we're out front in clean air, it seems like.
Are we lagging? We're good? We're good? Yeah, okay. We're good.
Well, all right, man. Good luck in there, man. Be fun to watch the end.
What's bigger, winning the pole, leading all these laps, winning 2 stages, or hearing on your radio?
Deegan getting either top 20 or 25 or 15 in this race.
What a way to start the interview.
All right, commercial break. Thanks for everybody sharing the stream on Facebook. Thank you so much, guys. We are on YouTube, and we would love for you guys to hang out with us. As we're about over 500 there during the 2nd stage. See if we can get some more in here before the end of the race. But AJ Allmendinger, the Dinger, is in the lead. And we have a redeem for AJ as well. It's redeem AJ. There he is. Hope going to be a great finish. I hope so. 16. So we have the 16. We have the 98. I don't have a 19. So we have 16 and the 98 in first and second. Mm-hmm. Just waiting on the commercial to come back, guys. We'll bring you the live audio back. Here we go. Coming up right after this, guys, we're going to be doing Tennessee basketball. If you like NCAA basketball, they're playing Texas A&M. Oops. And there is my social media, guys. If you want to make sure you're subscribing to all of those. On the Go at CeeLo is the Facebook page. CeeLord16 is the Twitter. On the Go at CeeLo1 is the Instagram. And then On the Go at CeeLo is my TikTok. And Twitch needs to be added to that. On the Go at CeeLo is all one word. So there is my social media. Make sure you check that out too. So thank you guys so much for all the love today. Follow me no matter what. You're going to never miss a stream. All right. One more to 260. 42 to 9,300. Deegan up to 17th. Kentucky beat Alabama? Wow.
Not come to Atlanta with Joey and not talk about the youth movement many years ago when you were coming here and doing the deal. This is just down the road, huh?
Absolutely. That's when I was somewhere between 9 and 12 years old, depending on who you asked at the time. I had a couple great birth certificates that really helped me race for a while. And then eventually I got busted. But I lived right there, guys. That was home.
Logano residence at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
I'm going to try it. It was right around there. I didn't circle it in time. But, yeah, a lot of memories here. And winning here last year was
Solar Guy says Deegan's game plan is to hang tight,
right
stage 1 and 2, and then turn it on stage 3.
Growing up as a racer, and
see what
always
happens.
Dreamed of pulling into victory lane. Really, I just dreamed of going straight at one point and getting on the big track. That's all I wanted to do is go on the big track when you're a kid. But to win here is really special.
We're going to try.
A couple of penalties here as we're under caution. 27, too many men over the wall. Jeb Burton going to start at the rear. 51, Jeremy Clements, a little too fast on the pit lane, so he too will have a debt to pay to NASCAR as we prepare for the green flag.
But I'll tell you that the deck has been shuffled with the running order, not just because of the penalties, but because of the strategy as a whole. Although you see Jesse Love back to the front row. He's on that inside lane now, Joey, where he doesn't want to be based on history. And then we saw Shane Van Gisbergen. He moved closer up to the front. The whole deck got shuffled in this sequence.
And Jesse Love hasn't tried the bottom lane yet, but he's got a really fast car, and he knows that. So if he can pull it off, it's the car that's going to help pull
Hopefully
that one
Deegan
off.
can
As long as he's
really
got the help
prove
behind
to
him.
all the
We've seen
haters.
that Austin Hill needs
all
to
the
have
haters.
that. Other thing to
We
note
got a
here,
bunch of haters.
that
Got a
fuel
bunch of
mileage
haters.
is going to be a thing. They're going to be really close. They're
How
telling
you
me they can
doing?
go around 75 laps on gas. We got 77 laps to go. I think they're banking on a caution. I think the 7's got some details.
What I can tell you is that I cannot save under green. I am flat on the floor. Everything I've got.
This is Al Geyer talking.
And he talked about his car being a little draggy, right? A lot of drag on the car. Maybe not the fastest car, but a lot of downforce built into it, so it handles well, possibly. Hard to save fuel when you got a draggy car.
But they drive good.
All right, y'all. Pull them tight one last time. Hit that subscribe, y'all. 512 of us. Let's go green flag racing.
Here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Now this fight for control is going to be really big. down the back straightaway.
4 teammates in the
One
second
in the 8 and the 19, Janie.
Cole Custer inside, outside Riley Herbst. The birthday
Side by
boy.
side.
But look at that gap.
The
that's
dinger.
Developing right here. We see Austin Hill has fallen off these cars in front of him. That's going to pull this inside bottom lane back and allow AJ Allmendinger.
The 16, the 98. Who else is there? Cole Custard.
That's just what you wanted to see if you're AJ, not what you wanted to see if you're Jesse Love, because now this is a fight to get back up in line before the pack here becomes single file.
But it's hanging so far. We've seen 3 or 4 laps before it fell apart.
Be the
last
dinger.
time.
Is it going to be Jesse Love this time?
He almost got him clear, but not quite.
75 to
That
go.
would have been great for him if he could have.
His tires a little fresher, too. Talking about Jesse Love in comparison to AJ Allmendinger in that outside lane.
Gosh, that car looks so good. Hugs the bottom, doesn't lose any speed in the corner. He's going to have another shot to clear him.
He's going to get him here.
2.
Oh, it's going to be tight.
Ooh, AJ wiggling a little bit. These guys are right on the edge. It doesn't look like it, but I can tell you, these guys are right on the edge.
AJ knows he cannot let that 2 car take control of the race again.
The lights are coming on, y'all.
It's so hard to pass him. We've seen this right now. Look at who's the only car that's been able to hold the bottom and actually run for the lead right now.
SH, what's up, dude?
In the 2. That car is fast.
Another big stream.
Up front. He's staying up front. And he's
Welcome, Dan.
doing things that others couldn't do at this point.
Opposite ends of the spectrum out front. Inside lane, Jesse Love making his 2nd career start. AJ Allmendinger today, start number 100.
Go roll,
in his
Georgia
Xfinity
boys,
Series
Frank
career.
says.
I feel like AJ's run more than 100 races.
He's won 17
the
of
big
them.
bobbles we're seeing out of the 2 car here, Jesse Love. It's going to keep getting harder for him to run the bottom every lap. That car's just going to start losing a little more
SVG to 10.
And he's already got some big bobbles here.
This is 13 on
test
mine.
for Jesse.
And the bottom lane
Could be in the top 10.
Might be up towards the front, but look, there's only 4
Root for AJ.
cars on that bottom lane right now.
MSH, we got a...
What kind of education is Love getting right now?
A big one, because his car
there.
is loose. There's
Keep on
no
hitting that
doubt
subscribe,
about it. He's got AJ right on his door. These cars do not like cars on their door, especially right here in the center of the corner.
It was the fastest lap. Yep.
See it bottoming out just a little bit. Jesse's working for every little bit of track position. This is what we call the foot war. He is battling for 1, 2 foot a corner. If he can find 1 or 2 foot a corner, he can clear AJ Allmendinger, but he's so far we're at a stalemate.
So close 3 or 4 laps ago, been able to slide up, reclaim control, didn't do it, and he remains side by side.
AJ's giving him a little bit more room. I think he sees, Joey, I think he sees Jesse Love bobbling a little bit. He says, you know what, maybe I don't want to be right on his door. Maybe give him a little bit of room, so if he gets loose, I don't wreck.
It's going to be a good push for him down into turn 1
He
here.
might clear.
That's going to be enough.
There he goes.
That's what he needed. There's that foot war. He won a couple foot down that front stretch.
Moves back to second.
And that cleared him.
He might want to take Cole Custer to dinner this week. It was a nice little shove from behind there to get him out front.
He might want to take his team to dinner, because that thing's a freaking rocket ship, man.
We've said all day, you just can't make the inside lane work unless your name is Jesse Love.
Man, I tell you what, it's so nice when you come to a super speedway and you got a car that you can do things with that others can't. I always say super speedway racing, it's like a card game. And you get dealt a hand, right? And sometimes you may have 4 aces in there and it's looking pretty good and you can't screw it up no matter what you do. And other times you got a bunch of 2s or something and you can't do nothing with it. Jesse Love's got some aces today.
He's got 4 aces and a wild card.
Yeah, he's got everything he needs for any card game you throw at him.
Give a call to Ryan Truex inside the top 5. Running a limited schedule in that 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Eric Almirola going to come over and drive that car next week.
Correction, that was the fastest lap.
We go to our Toyota top performers in today's race. Been a tough day for John Hunter Nemechek, who had the issues earlier. See Truex there in 6th. Chandler Smith, home race for him is 10th. Mentioned Earnhardt earlier, having a good day for Sam Hunt Racing. And Sheldon Creed, who's had 3 consecutive runner-up finishes dating to last year. Spent some time in the top 10, but right now is 16th.
It's run the fastest lap of the race so far, Sheldon Creed has. So he's got some speed, just needs a little track position.
You know, and the bottom lane's still hanging better right now. Since Jesse Love's got up there, it's obviously got 2 cars cleared right now and maybe more. And as they start to bail, it's going to be even more. But the sun's gone, right? The sun is down. The track's cooling off. I think that's another factor here on why the bottom's hanging a little bit better, a little bit more grip to be available.
Look at Brandon Jones in that outside lane, driving the 9. They've had a host of problems today. But final stage, he has established track position, looking for back-to-back top
Jesse
10s
Love
to begin the year.
still in the lead with Dinger.
The other thing you notice here, too, I talk about the track temp cooling off and the cars, you know, getting closer together as well. You see there's not as much gap in the corners. There's not as many, you know, holes. So it's becoming more and more like what you see at Daytona, Talladega, where the draft is means more than the handling. So this is where the cars that don't have much drag
are going
to prevail more than the downforce cars.
65 laps to go. We'll take you side by side.
I don't need it to go overtime.
Jesse Love Show in the NASCAR
we got a schedule
Series
we're
from Atlanta.
All right, 65 to go. Jesse Love's been dominating. The 2 car has been dominating all day, and he looks to win this thing, but we'll see what happens. The Danica experiment was good for NASCAR. Too many to see her in that light, which is silly. So make sure you guys thank you for that subscribe. Hit the subscribe button for us. That is helps us out greatly. We're trying to get to 90-80. That'll give us 200 subs today. 20 more to go. 19 more to go. And thank you, Bruce Wells. Thank you for that, becoming a member and rookie. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're eligible now for those emojis. So the more members we get, the more emojis we have. The more emojis, we have more drivers. So it's 99 cents. It's pretty dang cheap. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee, and you get to use this all month long. And then it renews. You don't have to worry about it. And it's like a super chat. It just keeps on going. And then if you don't like it, you can always cancel too. So thank you guys for helping the channel. Thank you for helping us with your hard-earned money. We do appreciate it. From 99 cents to $2.99 to $100. It's all the same. We appreciate you giving us your hard-earned money. Thank you. Dinger, let's go. Justin G says they don't like Deegan because of all her DNFs, incidents, and crashes in the trucks. Where is she at, by the way? Let's see. Deegan. Let's see where Deegan is. Deegan is in 26th. Way back there with all those Chevys. SVG now in 12th. Moving on up. Doing pretty well on the super speedway here. You're welcome, Ronald. CeeLo, who won the Cup Series poll? And where is Chase Elliott starting position tomorrow? Bill, Michael McDowell got the pole, his first pole ever as a career, in his career, 400 some starts. He gets his pole. So congratulations to him. I'll have to look where Chase at. Let's see where Chase did his thing here. Back out of here.
He's here at Atlanta Motor Speedway with Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski. I'm Adam Alexander. Jesse Love is leading. Second right now, A.J. Allmendinger. And I said this earlier, he's making his 100th career start in this race. Look at the listed drivers that he's among when you talk about success through 100 starts. Already 17 career victories for A.J. Could make it 18 today. But look at the other names on the list. Sam R. Dale Jr., Jack Ingram.
Harry 28.
Gant, all with 20 or more.
28.
AJ has been so good in an Xfinity car. Early, it was all about the road courses.
Rick, yeah, they said the same thing about Mikey Waltrip, too. How did his career do after Senior gave him a chance?
Been such a bright spot. Cornerstone piece, if you will,
I know.
Racing.
Trying, man.
Absolutely. AJ's so
busy
much
day.
Experience in it.
It's been awesome
to hear that he's
Great
only
turnout.
run 100 Xfinity races because he's been in the sport for so long, but he didn't really run many Xfinity races when he was coming up. He pretty much went straight to Cup.
I appreciate it, buddy.
So
thanks for the subscribes. Trying to get to 9280.
Series, he's bringing so much other.
And we're over
experience from
200
other
likes
racing
too.
leagues.
Thanks, guys. Let's see if we get to 250 on the likes.
Constantly.
Jesse
58
Love
to go.
has had a lot thrown at him in his second start.
Thank you, App
The
State
latest
Football.
thing, he
Hey.
has to process saving fuel.
Keep saving as you can. We're about 2 laps short right now to make it to the end. Just keep saving as you can by 2.
We're a chance, Rick says.
You can save as much as you need to.
Yeah, I mean, and it's hard to save fuel as the leader but you know, their pace right now is about 0.6 slower than their fastest laps. So he's most likely saving a little bit. But one thing you know is the cars behind him are saving more. And at what point can they go hard and they've saved their 2 laps of gas? It's going to take them, you know, majority of this run to save 2 laps of fuel, depending on how much they're all saving back there. So it's going to be pretty tricky to make it happen if it goes green from here. If they get a caution, that's going to probably bridge it for them to where they're going to be fine. But you don't know how the race is going to play out, so you got to bank that just in case. And there's green-white checkers. You got to think about that, too. If there is a late race caution.
We have had overtime here.
It wouldn't be surprising, would it, Adam?
Danny Stockman, the crew chief. This is one of those great fits, right? Veteran crew chief with a young driver. Stockman was on the pit box at RCR when Austin Dillon came into the Xfinity Series. He won Rookie of the Year. Next year, picked up the championship.
Well, this is a 19-year-old kid, Jesse Love. He's feeling the need for speed right now, right? And you're trying to tell him to slow down and save
55 to go.
Good luck, Danny.
I'm actually surprised they said they were only 2 laps short. Because if you went down to the garage today, every crew chief said,
thank you so much,
we plan
Sean.
to pit at
Appreciate
the end of
it.
stage 2 and go the distance. And I said, do you need cautions? And they said, absolutely. And we just believe when you look at the history of this race, we are going to get them. Today's field, though, has been totally different. And the fact that they're only 2 laps short, given the fact that
how's he doing? He hit that wall.
Surprises me, which would indicate to me you get the
lap
yellow.
down, isn't he?
And everything should be good. We'll keep an eye on it.
4 laps down.
Sometimes they don't tell the truth.
Yeah,
that's what I say. You believe everything they tell you, huh?
At this pace, there's no way the field makes it. They're still running pretty fast. Watching lap times here, 31.70s. Fast lap of the race is a 30.97. So within 7 or 8 tenths. I don't think that's enough for them to be able to connect this. I think they need multiple laps, to your point, at least 2, probably more than that.
Which, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, for Jesse Love, he's probably going to have a hard time. He's pushing the most air off the nose of that car. He has the most drag that he's getting
Dinger
on here.
looking to do something here.
He's also set the pace, and he has
53 to go.
You know, a bunch of very content drivers behind him that are like, hey, you know what? I want to save too. You know, it's slowing down things. Maybe not a bad idea. I need to save some gas too. Nobody's really pushing it and going for it and trying to get more track position. So he might be able to save some.
Let's look at some of these drivers that have fallen back outside the top 10. You look at the list, Justin Allgaier 11th. Shane Van Gisbergen doing a great job.
Sounds
again
wide open. They are.
Spot. Chandler Smith is back
178
there.
miles an hour.
39, and Sheldon Creed being scored 16th right now.
I'm trying to take a look at the fuel, what we're seeing here. Guys, I just don't see them saving enough fuel. Every lap that goes by, the pace is too fast. This is setting up for they're going to need a lot of yellows.
Sheldon Creed coming up. He's in 14th.
I think Creed said, the heck with it. I'm just going to go and try to pass him. Heck with your safe fuel. I'm going.
Just get to the front. Let's go.
16 needs new shoes.
And that could change it. You know, we've seen this happen at Daytona 500 last week, where everybody's saving fuel, and eventually everyone's like, why are we going
Allmendinger
so
gets
slow?
a little closer.
Maybe, you know, it's almost like the Tour de France.
Single file all the way back.
In that peloton, and
thank you for that subscribe. We're 10 away from 200 likes, 200 subs
make
today.
the runner. And, you know, we saw that happen in the 500. A couple guys were able to take off and make the whole field go faster. So a lot of that's going to depend on the leader here and what the next 4 or 5 cars are content doing or not.
So we got telemetry up top here, Joey, and what I really want to look at is you see that green bar, 100% throttle. That means they're wide open on the gas. They are not saving any fuel. At least these first 2 cars are, the 2 and the 16. If we go a little bit deeper through the field, I was actually just looking at the 2 car.
Thank you, Jocelyn.
Or the 21 car.
Thank you, Jocelyn, for the
just
sub.
a little bit back there. And it's easier to save fuel the further back you get because that draft is going to pull you down the straightaways, help you make some speed, and then you can lift in the corners and get some of that fuel usage down. So it'll be interesting to see which cars can make it and who can't. Here's we're going to go to his telemetry here, the 21 Austin Hill. I think what you're going to see is he's lifting just a little bit here, mostly in the 3 and 4 corners. We'll have to see this next time.
Oh yeah,
he comes back
I'm a big Titans fan.
But it's not a lot. It's certainly not enough to get 4 or 5
Hate to
laps
see he's going to
of,
go away though, man.
Extra running.
Kenneth,
yes,
hate to see it.
There you go, a little lift right there. You can see it on the green bar.
Yeah, that's only a little.
Very little, yeah.
That's not going to be enough. If
that was a burp, right?
Just a quick burp. You're not getting 2 laps by doing that.
I don't know, maybe you won't.
Here he's going to lift a little bit more. 3 and 4.
They didn't re-sign him, so maybe he will. I don't know.
Pace, like you said, Brad, is still too fast. But on the other hand, if everyone's in the same boat, then so be it, right? Like you keep going. The last thing you want as the leader is having everyone behind you be able to make
Dinger making a look,
and you're not
just
able
seeing
to
what he can do.
Burn too much fuel.
So what would you rather have right now, Joey? If I'm Jesse Love, we're going to see 98 get on the outside of AJ Allmendinger. That's going to
makes a
AJ
move
right to the back.
Dinger goes low. No one went with him.
Herbst to second. Here comes Truex.
He got right up against that wall in 1 and 2, Joey, and just got right to AJ's quarter panel.
You have to see a replay of it again and how that happened. That's a huge mistake by AJ Allmendinger because he's going to lose all his track position.
He got chastised.
This race has that green flag feel. It's going to be hard to make that back up.
You're not going to get those spots back. No, not unless you have a
I know. What's up with that? Harold says cheering for the Dinger on Facebook.
At least 8 mile an hour here.
Cheering for the
Dinger.
Dinger.
Some of it back in the corner, but not as much as he's going to lose down the straightaway.
Look how many spots he's lost already in a lap and a half. He's going to the back of this pack.
Dinger made the move too early.
All the way back to 14th is probably where he's going to cycle. 13th, 14th. Let's go see what happened here. And how did
Deegan's
AJ
down
get,
8.
Cycled to the bottom of the racetrack, Joey?
He was the leader on the restart. Now he's 12th.
And here you see AJ in the 98.
Just barely slips his outside, gets this side draft. Look how much it slows the 16 car down. I mean, just instantly you can see the power of being drafted.
And you know how that happens, Brad?
Wrong way, Dinger.
Run so
I know.
many laps, single file.
He made the move. No one went with him. Maybe he was just trying to see what would happen.
And you get caught being lazy. That's what
might have cost him the race, though.
Get comfortable. Everything's okay, and all of a sudden, oh no! They got to my outside.
Already,
you just gotta stay on your game.
I think I knew. I remember that. You telling me that.
Regan?
Go AJ, SVG is coming.
Coleman Presley, who's spotting for AJ right now, was continuously telling him, do not let them get to the right rear quarter panel. Don't let him get to the outside. Kept warning him about that.
Patrick Copeland,
unfortunately, AJ's car is really loose right now. He just said, I'm sideways. I can't go up there to block it because I'm too sideways. That's why they're able to get to the outside.
Well, that explains some of it, too. If you have to poke your left front out a little bit to get some air on your car, that's another reason why.
And remember, he doesn't have tires on his car. He did fuel only on that last pit stop, so that might be part of it.
Yeah,
which also loosens your car up, fuel only.
He last took tires at lap 60 when he came in, as you said, fuel only on that last cycle of stops. Jesse Love, the race leader, with 43 remaining.
All right, 43 remaining here in the race. We'll see what happens. Jesse Love continues to lead. Riley Herbst, if you're just joining us, AJ Allmendinger was in second place. He pulled out, or he got loose. I think he just pulled out. And no one went with him. And then they side drafted him, and then he just fell back. So, but keep on hitting that subscribe, y'all. Thanks so much. Hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 250 on the likes. There's 580 of us here. I think we can get to 250 pretty quick. And hit that subscribe button. That's the most important thing. We're trying to get to 10K. Our 10K March to 10K. That's what it's called. March to 10K began this weekend. And we're moving on up to the east side to 10K. So appreciate y'all hanging out with us. And we'll be doing this tomorrow. So make sure you guys are all here tomorrow for the live coverage of the NASCAR Cup Series race. I know it's on Fox, but we'll have a good time here as well. But next weekend is at Vegas. We'll be bringing that to you as well. So appreciate y'all. She's in 24th. AJ, PSA, make sure you have a dance partner lined up before you try that again. Exactly. Like, I don't know if he was just testing it. He's like, I'll get back up there. But we'll see here. No cautions yet. Next weekend, I think the truck race is on Friday night. We'll bring that to you. And then the Xfinity on Saturday. And then Sunday is the race. So we'll try to bring all three again next weekend. Can't promise to do this every weekend. But when it's available, yes, we can do it. As we're trying to push our 10K run. Here we go.
The way here at Atlanta, the rookie driver qualified on the pole. One stage one, one stage two. He's led 114 of 124 laps and just had to dice through some lap traffic. But again, he continues to pass every test.
handles like a pro.
But the one thought here, if you have to call an audible, because we know fuel could be a question mark, and let's just say you did have to make a green flag pit stop. Very unique under this configuration at Atlanta.
Yeah, no doubt. This is, in my opinion, the hardest track on the circuit right now to make a green flag pit stop. And the leader, Jesse Love, he's a rookie, 19-year-old rookie, and he's going to get a dose of
19 years
pressure
old
here.
And in second place,
stop,
he's 25.
to make a pit stop from the lead. And what makes the track so difficult for green flag pit stops is it has kind of this unique speed zone. And we're going to actually go through it with a graphic here.
Dinger back
the
in
start
14.
of pit road is down the backstretch.
SVG
You can run
11.
90 mile an hour on the apron of the racetrack, and then it reduces down to 45 mile an hour. So you're going to come from a full run of speed at 180 mile an hour down the backstretch to this yellow line right here. And when that happens, it gets really difficult to manage your car. See this yellow line on pit entry? There's several yellow lines that you have to manage. If I'm Jesse Love, I'm a little nervous about that. Maybe I want a yellow here, double A, but the way this race is playing out, I don't see any scenario where these guys do not have to pit. They're going to have to pit.
What are you hearing, Josh?
And you guys are having a conversation about the fuel, and I can tell you right now the conversation on the radio for the 19 of Ryan Truex, for the 48 of Parker Kligerman, and the 00 of Cole
Coming
Custer.
down,
they
y'all.
are all right on their number to make it to the end if things stay the way they are right now. Regan?
Josh, very similar on my end of pit road. Check in with crew chiefs up and down through here. A lot of hand signals that we are very, very close. Fingers crossed. In particular, though, Danny Stockman on the 2 car. I just checked with him. He said if we get the same fuel mileage as earlier in the race, we can make it to the end right now. Bad news for the competition if that happens.
They've upgraded that because we heard on the radio we're 2 laps short, and now here we are with 35 remaining.
Maybe
and he
that might be the crew chief number.
That's right. That's right.
They lied to us.
I'll tell you this. He's still nervous. I don't care what he said. He's still
100%.
nervous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of it comes down to the fueler too. Like how well did they pack that tank on the last stop? Right. If you left a little bit out, that might have been the difference.
Yep. It's no different than when you're at the gas station with your car.
Ford's about to
you
get
fill it
lapped.
until it gets full. You give it a couple extra clicks with the gas pump. You need a good gas
Yes,
man. To give
I
it a
mean,
little bit extra
you can drive
there.
anything, right?
Couple clicks on this
11th
one for
place.
sure.
It's going to be really close.
And I tell you what, if it stays green, guys, it's going to
you just
get
got skill,
very
you know?
interesting. If cars start running out of gas or you decide you have to pit, what if this thing's 1 on pit road with 2 to go and everyone's on pit road, or somebody goes for it and stays out and tries to make it happen? It could get really crazy at the end of this thing.
Now, they can make it if they continue to slow the pace down. Speed is the enemy of fuel mileage, right? So if they slow down a little bit, they will get inside their fuel number. And the pace has slowed down another step right now. They're now running 31.90, so about a second slower than their fastest laps. That's going to help them. But eventually you get going slow enough, Joey, you get past.
33 to go, y'all. Keep on hitting that subscribe.
Pretty much single file, guys.
Trying to get 5 more to get to 9280.
Too wide. Well,
Can we get 25 more to 9,300?
To the end of this thing and save some gas.
Help
so
us
that's
get
why
there,
you see
y'all.
this
Hit that
single
subscribe
file,
and like
everyone
button. We're trying to get to
be,
250 on the
disciplined
likes.
as possible, so they have some gas to race with at the end of this thing.
You saw in the pylon how many laps Jesse Love has led here today. 120 out front. Allmendinger's led 8, but that was through strategy. I mean, this day for Jesse Love has been incredible. You see it's back in there now. The one thought, too, is he's running these longer races for the first time in his career.
Thank you for
coming
that
up from
subscribe.
Arca. Do you have the mental process to finish a race at this level? How difficult is that as you graduate up through the ranks in NASCAR?
I think he's got it figured out. I mean, listen, the kids come out of the gates here pretty strong. I know it's a couple different super speedways, and the tracks will be different as we continue along here. But, you know, his team does a good job of giving him a good car. That's half the battle. The driver is the other half of the equation. And, you know, so far he's taken, yes, a great car, possibly I'd say definitely is the best car on the racetrack. But he's also done a great job at maintaining control of this race and the other things that have been thrown at him, right? You still have to execute on pit road. You still got to execute these restarts. Remember, he was on the bottom lane. He had to execute that part of the draft. He's done a great job up to this point.
Yeah, I haven't seen a moment that's too big for him yet.
Riley Herbst second right now.
Still by half. Just keep looking at his right rear. If he gets lazy, fill the hole. Still by half.
Where's Haley Danigan? Let's see.
They know that the leader has slowed down the pace. Now, he just sped it back up
23rd.
this lap. Went from 3190s to 3160s.
23rd.
I can totally tell you, as a driver, guys listening at home, guys and gals listening at home, when you feel that pressure behind you, like, maybe I won't save for a lap or two. When you felt that 98 car getting close to his rear bumper and maybe trying to slip it outside like we just heard on the radio communication, he's going to run a few faster laps and then slow it back down again.
And where this is going to change up, I think, is
29
the
to
first
go.
crew chief to say, yes, we're good to go. We got it. They're going to be the first one to be able to hammer down.
William, he went low,
capitalize.
thinking someone
And
would
maybe
go
make
with
up
him,
some
and they
track
did not.
position.
He went to the back.
Maybe the most aggressive saver can be
He
the
pulled
most
out
aggressive
without any
one
help.
moving back through the field because they can go back wide open the soonest. But, Brad, we already talked about that too, Sam. They're not really slowed down that much. They're not saving that much.
The pace has been too fast.
Let's look at some numbers for Riley Herbst. Going back to last year, he's been on fire. 6 consecutive top 10s. Had a run of top 5s to end last year. Got his first career win at his home track, Las Vegas, last fall.
So
And
Uncle
here he is
O,
today,
what's up,
running
dude?
second, doing exactly.
Hey, we're gonna be on that in November. Let me know how it is. Message me.
And feeling
Let me know how it
confident.
is. We're
It's
on
his
it in
birthday.
November.
He's going back home next week. The planets
You're
are
welcome, William.
aligning for driver 98. I feel like.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Vegas is where he got his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Yeah,
so
no
I bet
problem,
he's
Tony.
Super pumped about that.
No problem
I
at
like
all.
the position
Totally get it.
Riley's in right now. I like the things he's doing.
Plenty of
His
time.
team
Don't worry
really
about it,
hit a
bud.
good stretch at the end of the season last year. You can totally tell they're carrying it over to this season. He's got a great shot to steal a win here today from Jesse Love. He's very well positioned.
Herbst is my pick.
Shane
I
Van
picked him.
Gisbergen,
It's his birthday.
a rookie,
And there it is.
11th Regan.
200 subs today.
Nice job in the car right now.
3
too.
streams.
And think back to earlier in the race. They had to pit a second time on one of the yellows earlier, so he had to go to the back, work his way back up to the front. And I asked Shane yesterday, who's been helping you, and a number of different drivers and different people helping to coach him. One that stood out to me, though,
SVG in the
another
house.
fellow driver from V8 Supercars who came over to America, Marcus Ambrose, said he talks to Marcus every week before he gets to the racetrack. Joey and Brad, you guys raced with Marcus, as did I. That's a perfect guy to go to and get a little bit of advice about the transition.
You yellow for Dinger.
As well. He's a real fun guy to be around for sure. And
25 to go. The guys are up front are getting antsy.
Driver, whether it's in Australia or over here in NASCAR, he did a great job with the transition. I'm sure not only transitioning over to stock cars on speedways like this, but just moving to America, like how different life is and all that. I'm sure Marcus can help with that for sure.
I never liked Marcus. He gave me my first Vegemite sandwich.
Ah, that ruins it for you.
Never forgave him. Let's listen in on Riley Herbst and Team 98.
What do you think about the 2 fuel level? 2 is right at it. They're probably still having saving gas, but you're okay. We're fine. 4, I'm going to push you then.
Well, he's pushing them all right. The pace just dropped down to 31:40.
I'm gonna push him then.
These are the fastest laps we've seen since they had the restart. He's not going to let this 2 car save fuel.
I like him. I'm a super speedway guy. I love super speedways.
You can see the pack.
I love the
stretched back
fast.
out
I love the
again.
drafting.
That tells you how fast that the front 5 are running right now.
suspense
As
is
you zoom
awesome.
the camera back, you see the 9 car Brandon
I love it.
Jones. He's fallen off about
I'd
10,
like to
15
go.
car lengths.
Full moon
23
too.
to go.
Over Hotlanta.
Got a full moon. A little Saturday night, Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Nice, Owen.
And they continue at 100%.
22 to go.
Yeah, they definitely started hammering down. They're back to 31-36 that time. They're within 2.5 tenths or so of their fastest lap of the race. So game time. They said they're good to go on
Dinger
fuel.
back in
Have they saved
13.
enough? That's the question.
Looking at these drivers just outside
Thank you
the
for
top
those
10.
subscribes.
Jump back up front. Nice evening for Junior Motorsports. Brandon Jones in the 9 cars had some adversities. He's 6th. Sam Mayer 8th. Sammy Smith 9th. Justin Allgaier completes the top 10. They're in that second group. Bright yellow car. Brandon Jones leading them around in the draft.
It's amazing how fast the pace stepped up. Brandon Jones this last lap ran a 31:28. That's a rocket ship lap. That's one of the fastest laps we've seen
21 to
all
go.
day. And they're going to catch right back up to that pack in front of them in really a lap and a half's time.
Jesse
20
Love.
to go now.
How many
And
laps
this to
has he
me
led?
Just feels like the calm before the storm.
134.
We didn't really get the storm at the end of stage 1.
Look at that.
Stage 2, like
Only
we
4
anticipated.
leaders
We'll see if
today.
we get it at the end of this race, and if fuel mileage is a factor, there's no doubt some big moments are going to happen in the latter stages.
For sure. And right now, I'm asking my spotter, okay, what's going on around me?
Does anyone think this is good racing? I like
it. If I'm Jesse Love, I got a Ford, I got a Toyota, and
it got good there for a little bit. It was three wide for a little bit, but single file right now.
If something was to happen,
I mean, that's what they do at Daytona sometimes. So,
or are they going to bail on them and try to get a 3 Chevy team type going?
Road Junior Motorsports
RCR Alliance, situation to finish this thing. I want to get a plan together.
Dale says they've ruined this track.
There's 2 cars that are going to pull out and make something happen.
If you want to see 100 mile an hour go to a racetrack, a dirt track.
It's so hard to build a plan when you're going 190 mile an hour at such a fast track. Even short straightaways like Atlanta, like you try to think like, oh, I need to think about my plan, but I just got to make this corner, right? And these cars, the drivers are making look really good, but I can promise you these cars are not driving great. We're deep into this run, 60-some laps into this run. The tires are really hot. They're holding on.
There it is, Brad. 63 laps since these drivers were on pit road.
And you see
number 19 going to win.
He pulled his belts tight. He said about 15 laps to go or so. We'll get one more. So it's going to get something might happen here.
He thinks this is the calm before the storm too, right?
He knows it. He doesn't think it. He knows it. He's been here before.
See him sawing on the wheel right there. That just goes to show you that these cars are not driving great. They're not just cruising out there, I can promise you.
This is the Bennett Transportation onboard camera. Bennett, a local company here in Georgia. 16 laps to go. Austin Hill is 5th. His teammate out front. And Brandon Jones just behind Hill. A little kiss with the wall here for the 9.
He's working that outside lane.
I'd say more than a kiss.
He stayed in the draft, though. He hit the wall pretty hard.
You guys have mastered that telestrator.
But Brad really loves it. Brad's been hitting all the buttons up here.
I realize this is the coolest thing. Fox Innovation here. It allows us to tell you guys, the fans at home, what car we're talking about and really easily point it out. So really cool innovation.
Just so you know, home, they got like a 30-second tutorial.
Custer in 7th.
And if you've noticed a few times throughout the broadcast, they're learning on the fly. Yeah, but you've been executing quite nicely for the most part.
We've been doing good. Look,
Is the 20 still running? Let's see.
My gosh.
Oh, we got stuff. Look at this one. This is my favorite one. Bam.
He's 4 laps down.
Yep, there we go. And
I screwed it up.
I'm assuming he is.
Sammy Smith.
There we go. Currently 9th. Looking good. He's just running a quiet day. Both these guys. We haven't heard much from Sam Mayer.
Chevrolet power,
Sammy
baby.
Smith. These guys are going to be there at the end. And, if chaos breaks out, I can totally see these guys bringing home a win.
Sam Mayer would take a quiet day because he crashed early at Daytona last week, had nothing to show for the season opener. He needs to bounce back. Such a good finish to 2023 for the driver out of Wisconsin. Mayer had never won. All of a sudden, he gets that first win. Gets 4 victories to end the year, made the championship 4. High hopes for him. And this is 3rd season.
Cars here, all just gaggled together. They're waiting for that move at the end.
Deegan there.
Deegan here.
Where's he at? Where's she at?
Yeah, you bring that up with all the junior motorsports cars together.
Deegan in 23rd.
I think they're coming up with a plan to go together. Like, at what point can we all go to the bottom? If the 4 of us are together and we stay committed, can we push someone up beside Jesse Love?
Keep hitting that like button, trying to get the 300 likes, y'all. Almost 700 of us here.
At some point.
Yeah, last lap
hit that like button and subscribe. See if we can get to 9,300 on the subs.
Do it at that pace.
Slow car coming off the pits. I don't know who that is.
Yaley out of line, back to pit road. Josh Williams in the 11.
You got a feel for Josh.
9 laps down, had the early problem. Had to pit under green.
Really never got a fair shot today.
You're welcome, Ronaldo.
Down to 11 laps to go. Starting to see the top 2 pull away a little bit here from 3rd place Ryan Truex.
Getting a little draft from this group of slow cars in front of him. Put it to full use, but running a lot of speed here. A lot of speed. If they're trying to save fuel and if it's going to be close, that's not what you want to see if you're Danny Stockman, the crew chief in the pits, the number 2 of Jesse
Thank you
Love.
for those subscribes. Thanks for the likes. We're almost to
I kind of want the pack with me.
260
I need a little bit
likes.
of energy behind me. If I get a 2-car breakaway, it's going to be really hard for me to make a big enough run to pass Jesse Love. So I kind of want to pull it back a little bit. Let me get the whole pack here with me. See if I can make something happen at the end of this race.
10 laps to go. Jesse Love to the outside of Blaine Perkins. Kyle Weatherman.
Go Jesse Love.
Lights is there in the 92. All these
You
drivers.
have a respect for NASCAR now for listening to SVG describe how it is on the track.
I'm just so curious right now, guys, if these guys can make it on fuel. This is a big gamble, and you have to think that not all of them are going to make it, right?
There's no other option. You have
Awesome,
to gamble
Paul.
at this point.
Watching
You've
from
gone
Australia.
This far, a green
Awesome.
flag pit stop, 2.5 laps.
Yes.
You know, you're going to a couple laps, you're going down. You got to go for it. You can't be the only car that pits.
Still watching in Vietnam.
everybody's in
Thank
the
you,
same
Troy.
boat. You just hope that, like you said, your fueler did a great job at packing it. Your driver did a good enough job at saving, and your crew chief did a good job at doing the calculations on this thing.
Yeah, here comes Austin Hill.
Justin Allgaier 10th.
These guys gonna pit? Are they gonna chase in? We're rolling. All of them. The whole field, correct? I think so, and I think they're gonna run out. Yeah, I know. We need to be prepared for that too, because it's gonna get hairy.
Yes, it is.
8 to go.
I'm saying the same
Who's going to
thing,
run out
Justin.
of gas?
I go back to Charlotte last spring. Remember, we ran that Xfinity race, finished it late on a Monday night after the Coke 600.
Exactly.
Justin Allgaier
Holy
on a fuel
crap.
mileage run was able to get his first win of the year.
Now, the sketchy thing is, when everyone's this close to each other, someone runs out of gas and slows down that much. That's what caused the stack up, right? We've
Causes
seen
a
a little
wreck,
bit of a stack up earlier and caused a wreck with
Who was going to run out of gas?
That can very much happen at the end of this thing as we come down to the end and everyone's about out of gas.
But Joey, I thought you said it right, though. What other option do you have? If you pit, your race is over.
Thank you
lose
for
2
Stephen
laps.
Wright. Like,
You got
subscribe.
to gamble here. You have no choice.
No choice.
6 to go.
The pace slowed down again here. So the leader, Jesse Love, slowed down for a couple laps here. Went from running 31.20s and 30s down to 31.80s. He's nervous, too, about fuel.
Regan.
Well, Brad, just to check in, the 98 of Riley Herbst
We
and the
there
21
yet?
of Austin Hill, they've
10
reconfirmed
more
on
to
the radio with their
93
drivers that they are good to go to the end, do whatever they need to do with fuel. And looking up and down pit road, a lot of what we gauge in terms of how close guys are is if we see helmets going on the fuel
Someone's
on
gonna
pit
run out.
road, and I have not seen any of that yet so far.
Well, I'd say the crew chief gives it a
Nice
green
to
light.
go.
That's all you know. It's a driver.
That's what you got to do.
Get after it.
5 laps to go. 148
Who's
laps
gonna run out of
led
gas?
for Jesse Love.
It would be a shame.
And they're working through these lap cars. I think after that, then the race is going to start. You know, at what point, you know, we saw Riley Herbst had an opportunity
Everybody running
at the
that
end of the
high
first
line.
stage to try to make the pass for the win on the stage. Wasn't able to make it happen. Did he learn a lesson in that situation to be able to form a run at the right time to break the plane of Jesse Love to try to win this thing?
4 to go, and I'm legit nervous.
I am
right
so
now.
nervous right now. I can't wait to see how this is going to play out.
What's going to happen,
I love how
y'all?
we have some crew chiefs that say, "Oh yeah, no problem," and other crew chiefs say, "Yeah, I don't know about this, guys." They don't know either.
Ryan Truex running
Maybe
third.
a caution comes out. I don't think
Twice
so.
in his career, he's
4 to
finished
go,
third.
and someone's
Here
going to
in
run out of
Atlanta,
gas.
We got 98
There it is.
slow, 00 slow.
Custer's out of
Teammates,
fuel.
Both out of fuel, it looks like. Down the front
Herbst
stretch.
Stewart
and
Haas
Custer,
Racing
dang.
out of the draft. And it did happen simultaneously.
So that's 2 so far.
Can they get back around? That's the
Coming back to
question.
2 to go.
2 to go. Dang.
The frustration on the pit box.
Oh.
They'll have to pit under green. Jesse Love still out in front.
So now if I'm Jesse Love, I'm pretty excited. I got they got 2
2 to
other
go.
RCR cars, or I should have
Oh, we got a yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Ryan Sieg.
The other Ford.
Green, white
All three
checker
Fords ran
coming
out of
up.
fuel on the exact same lap. Now this is going to be even tougher now for Jesse Love. He just bought himself 2 laps of green flag running, but now he's got to run overtime on that fuel load.
Now who's going to run out of
Oh,
fuel?
Boy.
Now what do you do?
Oh
And we
my
know these
God.
cars
Oh.
do not like being low on fuel. The banking here at Atlanta is pretty steep. The fuel pickups in the right side. This is going to be really
Caution.
This is the worst situation you could be in as a leader. What do you do?
If you pit, you pretty much know you're not going to win the race. If you don't pit, you might run out of gas.
One car stalled. He couldn't get it back
the
up.
safe play is to pit. It's the way you're going to, probably say you're going to get a solid top 10 to
It was
top
Deegan.
5.
Oh, another Ford out of fuel. Haley
Deegan's out of fuel.
We're showing 20 cars on the lead lap right now. Actually, it's 17, 16 cars on the
Deegan is out of fuel.
Every car on pit road knows that all the Fords ran out of gas on the same exact lap.
All the Fords ran out of gas.
And you're not getting that restarted, Haley. I'm sorry.
Oh.
These cars are
Deegan's out of gas.
Restart when they run out of fuel. They've got generate cable drive fuel
Oh my
systems.
God.
Gotta reprime them. It's a really painful experience.
Riley Herbst tucked up behind race leader Jesse Love. 3 to go, and here's how it unfolded.
He just ran out of gas.
Just like that.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
You can do as a driver.
Yeah, Deegan and Herbst are on the lead lap here.
So frustrating. Riley had put himself in such a great position.
I mean, that was the best thing for them to pit, and the caution
well.
came out. So, man, this is gonna be good, y'all. Who is gonna run out of gas?
Ryan Seed running out of gas. Of course, Haley Deegan, we just saw.
That's a fuel mileage now. Who can stretch it?
98 pit box here. He ran a great race.
Jesse Love was
too.
running
It's
at
a
about
shame
60% behind, in front of Herbst.
And the worst place to run out of gas, too. Like, they were off a turn forward at
Thank
ran
you.
out of gas. Like, oh
Ryan
my gosh,
King.
you go all the way back into a full
Thank you, Ryan Sieg.
Pushing Haley Deegan back to the pit stall.
That sucks.
Get her car refired and full of fuel. It's that full moon. That's what it is. I don't want to, again, like, we were talking about this, like, Houston,
Shut
we
off
had a
and
problem on
coast.
fuel, right?
This was boring.
Right.
I understand there was no wrecks, but the suspense of who was going to run out is just amazing.
Come to pit road, you got to save fuel. So take me through that process for these drivers on track.
Yeah, what you're hoping right now is that NASCAR goes green as fast as they can go, because you can save a lot of fuel going this slow, but the reality is you're still using fuel.
Jesse Love's going to the
around you is running
bottom.
out of gas, which means there's a good chance that when they go
SVG,
to
wouldn't that be
again,
something? Everybody ran out of gas
somebody's
except
gonna run out of gas,
SVG.
and we're going to keep pacing more laps and running more fuel off. So this is really painful for these guys.
Let's go to radio as we think about overtime.
You feel like you saved me a bunch of fuel? Gotta say, I've saved a good bit. All right, 10-4.
They're rolling with it.
Okay. Pits are open right now as they go down the backstretch.
I thought Vegas was next week, guys.
It's a gamble no matter what you do here.
Jesse Love, is he going to pit it? He's down on
Oh,
the
there'll be a
apron, but
wreck
he did
now.
not hit the commitment line. You see that orange box.
We're almost to
None of
300
these
likes,
guys are
y'all. Get
pitting.
us there, and 6 more
It
subs.
looks like they are, but they're above that white line.
9,300.
This white line right here is really the line you want to look at. That's the pit road line. So if you're to the inside of that, you're pitting. You see Brandon Jones pitting back here. These guys are all pitting. They're not going to take the gamble.
We'll follow up on the strategy when we come back. Overtime at Atlanta.
Yay. All right, overtime, free racing for you guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Some guys are coming into pit. I think the 9 of Brandon Jones, the Chandler Smith, SVG, all taking a shot to just in case those top 8 run out of fuel. But this should be interesting to see what happens. All right, let's see. Give me your thoughts. What's going to happen here? Give me your thoughts. Who is going to win this race? Is someone going to run out of gas? We got 16 cars left on the lead lap. Who is going to get it? 880-some folks here tonight. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe into the channel for all NASCAR. We'll be here tomorrow for the NASCAR race, so make sure you subscribe and hit your notification bells. We'll be on here tomorrow, so hope to see all of y'all back tomorrow. The stream will be up later on. Y'all better wreck Austin Hill. Parker Klingerman got this in overtime. He's in the 48. And that one Toyota, Ryan Truex up there in second place. But all the Fords ran out of gas at the same time. So Herbst is 1 lap down. Cole Custer is 1 lap down. And Deegan, she's probably more than 1 lap now. Deegan is 2 laps down in 22nd. But she ran out of gas. This is a fuel mileage race. And they failed. So let's go Hill. NASCAR 656 says, we'll see what happens. Thank you, Bubba Hodge, for becoming an MVP member. Appreciate you, Bubba Hodge. Appreciate that so much. Thank you, Bubba. And T. Rogers, thanks for the like on Facebook. Thanks so much, guys, for the membership. You're now eligible for the emojis, previews on vlogs, and a live stream. And we'll be bringing you a live stream this Monday. Truex needs to lose gas. So this is going to be interesting. They planned for no overtime. So see what happens here. Coming right up after this, guys, is Tennessee basketball. We're going to be doing our 4th stream of the day. Tennessee versus Texas A&M. Those Aggies coming to Knoxville to take on the Vols. I'll be doing that here in about 40 minutes. So make sure you're following us with that too. Just waiting on the commercial break.
Daniel Hemrick
Here we go.
Austin Hill down low. Sideways. Can they hang on? Austin Hill wins once again. He goes back.
Can Austin Will win back-to-back?
They crash across the start-finish line. Holy cow.
You think he'll get his first one? There it is, 9,300. Wow, thank you so much. 700.
We're used to wild finishes.
698 to go to 10K.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series. And I believe another
Thank
one
you guys.
is on deck. 6 drivers stayed on track. Everyone who came down pit road could be in the catbird seat here.
Ford screwed up. Yeah, they
because
did.
we're going to add 6 laps with this overtime session.
Oh, this is crazy. I mean, we barely could make it before. Now we've ran 6 extra laps. Now, I know they're under yellow, but, I mean, wow. And we're seeing cars run out. We just saw Mayer turn down pit road.
Yep.
Got the 8-car Sammy Smith's down pit road. Guys, they've really extended this yellow, and this is going to change it.
Yes, sir, Kenneth. We're going to be doing the Vols
here.
game.
Well, the choose at the end of this race is definitely different. 2 laps to go. I'm liking the bottom.
The big one's going to happen? I don't think so. I think this is going to be a quick one.
A car that runs out of fuel, Joey.
Well, there's not going to be one of those.
You got to think that this top 6, I believe it's about the top 6
so
cars
Kligerman,
roughly,
Love,
5, all don't have full fuel tanks.
Allgaier, Truex,
in their cars right
Jones,
now. Brandon Jones, the
Hill.
first car.
Those are your 4
here.
And then Dinger's
He'll be on the bottom
5th.
lane, so if something happens, he can pull to the left.
The one of Sam Mayer was going to be that 6 car that stayed out. They elected late to come down under caution.
And you see him put the fuel, or they put fuel in that car to, they must have figured out they couldn't make it. That's pretty simple.
Does he look to do this? I'm calling him as a future Cup champion.
Be able to take off.
Looking good.
I mean, they got to keep the pickup full. Like the pickup where they get
lights
the
are
fuel
off on the pace
fuel
card.
cell
956.
all the
Thanks
way
for the
to
subscribe.
the right corner of these things. You got to keep that full. There's a good chance someone doesn't go on this restart. When they want to go, they're going to go blah, out of gas.
Coming back to the green flag to start overtime. Here's Justin Allgaier radio.
Stayed out. Everybody stayed out.
Oh, my God. I got to tell you, I really hate this job that you drug me into.
Mean it.
What happened to all those crew chiefs that told us?
That's Allgaier. That's awesome.
What happened to that? Do you remember that?
That was awesome.
They were wrong.
I hate this job.
They were telling the story is what was happening.
You saw the rules. Overtime, a 2-lap.
Is he out of gas?
Yes, the 7
There he
car.
goes. He's
out of
pulled
So
gas.
Allgaier is out.
Oh,
So
that's
now
great
they're-
for Brandon
wow.
Jones. Brandon Jones now just cycled up to the 3rd position inside 2nd row.
Oh, Brandon Jones can
And
do
if he
it.
doesn't get, I don't think he's going to roll back.
I don't
They're
think
gonna
he
have
is,
to throw
too.
caution
Let's
for
see who
that
has
or extend
gas.
this caution.
Let's see. Here we go.
Here we go.
Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Jesse Love out front. Can he hang on?
Green, white
16
checker.
out of fuel.
16.
48 out of fuel.
Dinger's out of
gas.
fuel.
They're not going.
2's out of gas.
Jesse
2 is
Love
out of gas.
Out of fuel. Here comes Austin Hill driving
Austin
through.
Hill is going to do it again.
Could he win it
1K
again?
in
Does
the
he have
chat.
enough fuel?
What's up?
2 Georgia drivers out front. Hill and Chandler Smith.
Austin
Austin
Hill.
Hill saving fuel. He did
Who's
probably
gonna run
the best
out?
job under green is saving fuel.
Shane Van Gisbergen is up to 3rd.
SPG.
Ryan Truex is there. Sheldon Creed in the mix.
Riley Herbst right there.
Once
SPG.
they get the
2 to
white
go.
flag, the next flag will end the race. 1 lap to go at Atlanta. Austin
1
Hill
lap
is
to
out
go.
front.
This is crazy. Can Austin Hill make it on gas?
Oh my gosh. Could Austin
And can
SVG
Chandler
win
Smith
this
back
bad
up
boy?
enough to make a run.
2 by 2
Oh.
behind the 97.
This race will not be over, till the very last second, even though with that gap.
Final
He's gotta get all
lap.
the way off of turn 4 with that low fuel.
Ryan
Oh.
Truex out of line.
Ryan Truex is in
Here
the
they come
wall.
off of turn 4.
Austin Hill. Back to back.
Again.
Wow.
Back to back.
Career victory here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
21. Let me see those 21s out of nowhere.
That guy just figures out how to win.
Stole one in Atlanta.
In every unique possible way.
1,021 in the chat. What's up, y'all?
Not see it. And he did a great job at saving enough fuel
to
win this one.
He earned this in a lot of ways. They did not have this one.
Austin
I was
Hill
hoping that they would have ran out. I wanted
back
SVG. Look at
to
top
begin
5 for
2024.
SVG.
Wow. We got to go back and see the restart, guys, because a lot happened here in that last lap, last 2 laps.
Wow.
We'll take a look. First off, you're going to see a couple guys run out of gas, and we're going to spotlight him here. Austin Hill, all the way back here in the 6th position, is going to go on and win this race as these guys all start running out of fuel.
The whole bottom lane just runs out
Oh,
of gas.
Jesse
So
Lowe. That sucks for him.
You're in a good spot.
There's Jesse Love running out of gas right here. He dominated the race today.
How sad is that? What an amazing run he had going.
The difference might be, because his teammate won, the fact that he led all those laps couldn't save as much fuel.
Yes, leading laps did not help him.
And the seas just parted for
Awesome,
him.
MSH. Thank you, buddies. Thank you, guys, everybody.
To get to the left by Austin Hill on Ryan Truex.
He's taking down this racetrack.
That was epic.
Georgia drivers finished 1-2. And Austin Hill is the first driver since Tony Stewart in 2008 to win the first 2
Watch him
races
do some spin outs
of a
here.
season. He got it done last week at Daytona. He does it today at Atlanta. He's gone back to back.
And there's a lot of gas saved, because you can tell from here as he burns the rear tires off this bad boy. He had plenty of gas.
Because he had plenty of gas.
Yep. That's the advantage. You know, he ran 5th or 6th almost that
I
entire
know.
last run, Joey. Was lifting. We were talking about it. Remember we put the Fox graphic up? That's what you get for running a smart race like he did.
8th career victory. 3 of them right here at his home track.
You're right there, Brad. The smartest team, the smartest driver.
Back to back for
won the
Austin
race
Hill.
today.
Yes.
SVG stole 3rd. You're right.
Was not given to him in a lot
Colbert.
of ways. He really had to earn it. But he put himself in position, and here we are.
Wow.
In his first 2 wins here, Austin Hill led over 170 laps. He led 2 today.
I guess he wasn't really in the way.
Once again, he is holding that checkered flag.
You got to feel for Jesse Love. Wow. I mean, just dominated today. Runs out of gas.
Jesse
Ends
Love
up
finished
12th.
12th.
Wow.
What a heartbreaker for him. But I'll tell you what, you keep having races like he's had, you'll find your way in victory lane.
6th Atlanta win for Richard Childress Racing. That matches Joe Gibbs Racing for the best among active teams. Let's hear from the winner, Josh.
Austin Hill, now a 3-time winner at your home track. You won the first 2
tomorrow's
races
gonna be
of
nuts.
the season. Right there, you said that's why you don't give up. It was stressful for a lot of drivers at the end, given the fuel situation. How did you save enough to have enough at the end?
Yeah, I mean, I just got to thank my guys. Just everyone on this number 21, Bennett Chevrolet. You know, we all worked through it.
He's cheating somehow.
I was really thinking we were down and out. I'm thinking that 2's going to go win. I'm like, hey, if I can't win it, let my teammate win. And you know, we're riding there, obviously in 4th or 5th, whatever it was, and I was saving fuel. You know, Andy was sitting there on me, and Derek Neal and my spotter were sitting there talking about how much fuel to save. And we came in the restart zone, and I'm like sloshing it around, and we go through the gears. And when I went to shift from, I think it was 3rd to 4th, I actually stumbled, and the 81 hit me really hard, and that like woke it back up, and I had enough fuel to complete the lap. But
wow.
I do got to take this moment to congratulate Jesse Love, my teammate. Man, he ran
Dark Shadows,
an
what's
awesome
up,
race.
dude?
To be a rookie and to lead that many laps, he should be sitting here in victory lane right now. So, you know, he just ran out of fuel, right? I mean, you're leading the line, so he can't save as much as I can. And ultimately, that's kind of what bit him there, unfortunately. But 2 team did a hell of a job. So awesome to win here at my home track again for the 3rd time, like you were saying. With the Bennett Gold, it's the 50th anniversary of running this scheme all year long. So can't thank
you, NASCAR 656. I appreciate it,
15
man.
minutes down the road is their headquarters. So, man, what a race. I mean, I thought we were down and out. I really did. I thought we were just going to go run 2nd or 3rd, and here we are in victory lane, baby.
Austin Hill, now a 3-time winner at Atlanta.
It's a second place run for Chandler Smith today. Chandler, you were the first of the cars as they came across the line that topped off for fuel on that last lap. Did you think the 21 was going to run out?
Yeah, a part of me did, because I was in that position last year in the second race.
2 in a row,
with those type of engines as well. So a part of me was like, man, I think we actually have a good shot here, and they're in a good spot. So a really good job to my crew chief, Jeff Mendring, on the last second call and pulling us down pit road. That was an amazing call. At first, I was second guessing it, honestly, but that's why I drive the race car and he calls the shots. But really proud of everybody at Joe Gibbs Racing. We had a really fast number 81 Quick Type Products Toyota GR Supra. It was just as fast as Xfinity Internet, and but we didn't ever really get to showcase that today. As we
just
were all
won
ripping
my
around
big
the top
money.
all day. So
Thanks,
hopefully
Austin. I
we
love
made
you
it somewhat
guys.
exciting for the fans there at the end, and look forward to going to Las Vegas.
Thanks, Chandler.
2 races in for Chandler Smith at Joe Gibbs Racing. 2 top 5s. 5th last week, 2nd today. What a wild finish here in the ATL. And Georgia's own Austin Hill claims victory one more time.
All right. So let's go over really quick, and then I got to go and set up another one. So here we go. Let's take a look. Austin Hill in first, Chandler Smith in second and 81. SVG in third place. He stole third place. Sheldon Creed in 18 Toyota. He's in fourth. Let's see. Parker Retzlaff is in fifth. Jeremy Clements in sixth. Anthony Alfredo. Wow, he was way in the back. He finished in seventh. Jeffrey Earnhardt, top 10 for him. Ryan Truex hit the wall there on the last lap. Sammy Smith in 10th. Sam Meyer in 11th. Jesse Love. He ran out of gas, but he finished is 12th. AJ Allmendinger 13th. And Brandon Jones. All 3 of those ran out of gas on the last lap. Thank you, Paul. Paul, thank you for that subscribe. Appreciate it, Paul. Let's see, what else? And then there was your Riley Herbst, Cole Cluster, Weatherman, BJ McLeod. All these guys ran out of fuel there in the last lap. Parker Clearman as well. Brennan Poole is 2 laps down. And all these drivers 2 laps down. Haley Deegan finishes 27th. She ran out of gas on that first stage. All those Fords ran out of gas together. Let's see. Justin Allgaier, he ran out of gas right there toward the end there. Lots of people, gas mileage. Then John Hunter Nemechek had a bad day, hit the wall. He finishes 32nd. And last place, Jordan Anderson at 71 laps down. So there is, and let's take a, and this is the killer part. Look at this. Leaders. He led 2 laps and he wins. Look at poor Jesse Love. 158 laps led today and he runs out of fuel and it's done. So crazy. So there's your leaders. Allmendinger led 8 laps. But Jesse Love dominated this race. He deserved to win this race. But thank you guys so much for all the love tonight, all the likes from our qualifying race, our qualifying stream, to our truck stream, to the Xfinity stream. It's been a very successful day. We're at 9,300 subs. We're 600 and some subs away from 10K. The 10K march to 10K is happening. And then thank you guys, everybody. Thank you, Spain. I'm going to go to the other screen here, but thank you guys so much. We're going to go do some Tennessee basketball now. If you guys like Tennessee NCAA basketball, SEC basketball, come on, hang out with that. And we will see you guys so soon. Tomorrow for the NASCAR race. Tomorrow. Make sure you're there. Notification bells. Thanks to Spain. Love you. Thanks to my mods. Appreciate you. Thanks to the members. Thanks to all the new members today. Appreciate you guys. And thank you for watching. If you're watching on replay, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you in a little bit for Tennessee basketball. And then tomorrow for NASCAR. Until then, congratulations, Austin Hill. Look at him. He's right there. Right here. Oh, right there. No, I can't get the pictures. Oh, well. Austin Hill wins back-to-back. Congratulations, Austin Hill. See you guys.